care, man. You said that shit before. We've given you
Well,
plenty of time.
I already just needed to
Roll the fucking die or rip
There.
your balls out.
There, I have 72.
Okay, Rad, would you mind telling us what happened last episode on the Mexicans?
We woke up during the fight. Like some half the people were unconscious, and we were wondering why Divine attacked Lawrence, and we thought he was betraying us or some bullshit or whatever. Then the orc started, the orc from Telefia's group, started muttering some shit and I guess getting rid of all that demon writing bullshit on the walls and stuff. We tried to steal a Vendrian transmuter, but Argus just fuck it, I'm just gonna grab it anyways. He puts it on and stuff, and we had to punch him out of it because he was spacing out. What else? Devon sneaks into Corvus rooms and finds a fucking the lizard guy, the organ, who's not caught up. He's crucified on a wall, something like that. And then Telefia also walks in and tells us that that's a broken transmuter or a evil bird transmuter or something like that. So she gave Argus a ring or something like that, a better version. And what else? And then we all went into the room to find more stuff, and we found something about soul fruits or something like that. I don't know, something about fruits to going to the lodge. Not going to the lodge. What am I talking about? Fruits to Raisin Perch. And then what else? We left, and then we just eat. And Damien was struggling how to eat with a fork or something. He tried to give the sword back, and Judas was no. Something that. And then when we slept, we just had dreams. I didn't write down everybody's dreams, so I'm just gonna say we had dreams. I remember Judas's dream though. It was basically what do you call the fucking lady, the night lady and Baron talking about their plan failed and blah 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 whatever, like that. So there you go.
Okay, would anybody else like to add anything to that quotation marks explanation?
No, not really. Lawrence will never eat a Mexican again.
Yeah, we had Mexican dishes. We talked about our plans. They were consecrating the church. Madame Tolofia mentioned that the organics, or the the garden we based that Lawrence saw and Ethan would have saw in the site that we blew up might be related to the fruit, or is probably related to the fruit that was being exported by Corvus. And she also mentioned that the lodge doesn't really deal in fruit either. Pretty big.
No fruit in the lodge.
Yeah. We also all had the Mexican dish.
Okie dokie. So, the morning comes, finding you all waking up after an eventful evening, let's put it in those terms. The day is yours, gentlemen. What do you do?
I'm gonna put the ring on.
You're gonna put the ring on?
Yeah.
You put the ring on, and you kind of sense the beginnings of a connection. You need to attune to it in order to be able to use it. Would you like to know what it does?
I would love to know what it does.
So, the original, that's the name, Vendrian Transmuter, allows you to cast one at a time and within a minute of each casting, stone shape, wood shape, shape water, and warp metal at their base caster level at will.
Stone shape, stone
shape, wood shape, shape water, and warp metal at will within a minute of each other. Okay. You can only cast one at a time, but you can cast them at will, and you need a minute between each cast in order for the ring to basically regain its ability to cast.
So that's basically every 10 turns you can craft some construct, whatever.
No. It means I can use those spells to any of that material to my will within 1 minute of each other and one at a time. That's cool though. Thank you.
is what the original Vendrian transmuter does.
All right.
Remember, it's at their base level. That means that stone shaped, you will be casting it. In the case of your father was a sorcerer. That means that you'll be casting it at basically sorcerer level 4. Wood shape will be casted, and in the case will be more like druid. So it will be at level 2. It's base level basically. So
Right.
you cannot up the casting level by using your spell slots or anything else.
Gotcha.
Basically, that's how the artifact works. At the base level of the spell, you'll be able to cast it.
Cool.
But it's pretty handy if I say so myself.
I agree.
I mean, being able to cast all of the shape material objects, spells, yeah, that's pretty handy.
Fuck yeah. All right. Thank
You
you.
can even warp metal with it. Again, your father was good. Your father was good at what he did.
So he
Yeah.
can bend a spoon with his mind using this?
Not just a spoon.
More than that, probably.
Not just a spoon.
No, I could fuck up a construct. I could.
No, not a construct. That's too big.
No, like, I mean,
So let me explain the rules of warp metal, right? You can basically cause a small or a smaller object. You can cause it to bend and warp, permanently destroying its straightness, form, and strength.
right.
For example, you can use it to break a door.
Yeah.
Would you
How
use
about a
it to like?
construct's finger?
Or like, I could do a joint on a construct that's made out of
You use
metal.
it to like trap an enemy, so like his like metal bends upwards, so it blocks him every direction. Or something.
One small metal object, probably not like trap somebody with it. It would.
Oh yeah. Shit, that sounds really cool. Like just like throw a metal bar at somebody and just
I mean,
like warp
okay,
it around
maybe
them.
not
I don't
trap, but like
think I
maybe
could-
what if you take like a pointy metal and just use it to like stab them? Like I don't know, it comes out of nowhere and just stab them.
That's not how the spell works.
Again,
You're
you
warping
can
metal.
read the 4 spells, basically stone shape, wood shape, shape water, and warp metal. Those are the 4 spells you can cast.
Got
At
it.
will, within a meter of each other, at base level. Okay. So,
He can shape his wood. Damn.
it's going to take an hour for you to attune to that ring, but
I'm gonna walk down and
Alright.
see like, yo, is there anybody chilling?
Lawrence
In
is
the lobby
gonna
area?
you walk to the lobby area, make a perception check.
Okay.
It's Madame Talafia.
Oh shit, I got 13.
So, you don't see anybody in the lobby area. The doors are still closed. It's pretty early in the morning since you went to bed relatively early the day before. But you do see that on the reception desk, there is a small urn with an envelope next to it that is just there. And the envelope says, for Argus.
Argus.
All right.
Mhm.
I grab it and then I knock on take it to Argus's door and knock on it.
Well, Argus,
Who is it? Who's there?
Damien, there's a message for you.
There's a message for me. I open the door.
And I give him the stuff, the urn and the message.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
see the urn. It's a simple urn, but it's got this kind of like golden embroidery to it. It's not made of clay. It's made of some sort of ceramic. It's simple. It's black, and it's got like golden embroidery. It kind of like around like the borders of it. It's very pretty. Like the cover kind of like has a small handle to it, and it's sealed. Like you do see that it's gonna take a certain amount of pressure to like remove the lid. It's not that the lid just comes right off.
Okay. I'll open the letter and see what's inside.
Okay, so you open the letter. The letter is not very long. It's just a couple sentences. It's like, as agreed, here are the ashes you requested for you to do with them whatever you want. I wish I had more time, but sadly, that is not how things work. But then again, if you ever need anything, remember, you have a friend in Saint Hardan. Signed, Madame Tolafia.
Argus smiles a bit and I'll just carry the urn with me downstairs and wait for everybody else.
Okay. So, what are the rest of you doing?
Lawrence is
I
gonna
gotta
charge
search.
mage armor. My bad.
Yeah, go ahead. You go first.
I'm just gonna charge mage armor on the auto mill.
Okay. You put Mage Armor in the
Alright.
automail.
I'm putting Shadow Vortex in the crown.
I'm gonna go back down to the lobby area after I give him that message. Just wait for everybody else, I guess.
Okay. So eventually you all gather in the lobby area.
Yeah.
Early hours of the morning. Again, the day is yours, gentlemen.
All right, hey everybody. So I think what we planned on, we wanted to go to Ishkalian enchantments, right?
That's right.
Yep.
If Damien, you wanted something on your sword.
Yeah,
Ethan, you wanted to
something
learn
cool.
about enchanting stuff.
Yes.
Anybody else had any other things?
Yeah.
Just
I think
library
Devon
guard.
also wanted it. I think Devon wanted it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. one of
Oh
the
yeah, that's right. That's right.
enchantments.
And the post office and the library. We'll see what we can get to
Yeah,
today.
the library as well. So, are we going to the Talon enchantments or library?
Yeah, I
or
mean it's
what?
close by. It's not very far. We can go there.
We can
Can I grab
walk.
something to eat first?
I'm not really that hungry right now, but you can if
Woke
you
up
want.
though.
You do whatever you want. I don't care.
All right, then.
Damn.
I guess on the way, just buy isn't there like food stalls? Just
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah,
That's-
like again,
yeah,
you're
one
in
of
a
them.
very centric part of town. Make a quality 100.
Damn.
Whoever is looking for food, quality 100.
That's me.
All right, I'll look for
I'm
food
looking
too.
for a food stall. Yeah, food stalls.
I'm looking for food. Let's see. What is that gonna be? 69.
Damn. I got
Nice.
86.
So, between all of you, kind of like, you go out, you easily find like a person beginning to set up what looks to be a small, like, food stall. They're selling basically what it looks to be is this sort of like enveloped sandwich type of thing, but it's not a sandwich. It's not made of bread. It's made of what looks to be a kind of like baked material with meats inside. For IRL, that would be a kebab.
Yeah.
Oh, kebab.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is San Hartan after all, my guys. The peoples of the desert.
Oh, you guys want to check that out? That looks pretty good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's
Sure,
very
what is
delicious.
You approach the stall, the person that's kind of like setting it up. Good morning. Can I help you?
Yeah. Can we order 5 of them? Those
Absolutely.
whatever they're called. I'm sorry, I don't know what they're called.
And it's like, and they kind of like look at you and it's like 2 silvers each. And he kind of like begins to like set everything up. They're quite big. Judas, keep drawing fucking pentagrams on my screen.
Oh wait,
You'll
shit! I
see how
forgot you guys
fucking-
could see that.
how fucking quickly your character is going to die. Just try me.
I forgot
So
you
you
guys could
basic-
see that.
You
My bad.
basically kind of like you set up the dude kind of like sets the kebabs and gives them to you 5. So that will be a gold
I
piece.
didn't pay. Wait, gold. Wait, what? I thought you said 2 silvers each.
2 silvers each
But it's
for
fine.
5.
gold.
It's a gold
Yeah.
piece for all 5.
Whatever. I'll just give him the gold.
Thank you. And he kind of like takes the gold and you have your kebabs.
Right?
Next to the man, like you continue basically to walk, and next to the man, you do see as if there was someone that has a table, and in that table, there's a series of what looks to be small satchels that this person is setting up. And as soon as he sees you, he begins, satchels of holding, take them on discount. Satchels of holding on discount, gentlemen. Would you like some satchels of holding? They're on discount.
How much for one?
For one, that will be 300 gold pieces.
300 gold pieces for a satchel of holding. I'm gonna look
Yes.
at it, see if there's any like wear and tear.
They are mint new. Make a perception check.
Okay. Plus, make double check. T-shirts. Let's see.
Oh, well, make perception or appraisal. If you have appraisal, you can make it too.
I'll do a perception check. I got 23.
Again, they look brand new. The texture when you touch them is leather, but it's cured leather. It's very, very, very smooth. You immediately notice that these things would withstand pretty much any weather condition. They look very pretty. They look small, like you can fit them in a belt, stuff like that. But they're very, very handy. Like again, like they don't look, worn or anything. They just look new.
Okay. I'll buy one. Here, I'll hand him 300 gold. I'll take this one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. It is. Thank you, and he takes the gold. And so for you, that'd be a satchel of holding that can carry up to 50 pounds of weight.
Awesome.
Nice.
However, in this case, instead of a move action to take things out of this satchel of holding, it will take you the equivalent of a swift action to do so.
Okay.
To remove things from the satchel of holding, since it's smaller, has less things, and as long as you carry it with you, as you have it like on you, like on your body.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Do you have? I can't find it on D20. Is this like?
There's no such thing in D20 as a satchel of holding.
Okay. Cool. I'll just put it in my notes.
You
Then.
need to get a bag of holding, modify it, lower its carry capacity to 50 pounds, and you can add that note that you can remove items as a swift action instead of as a move action.
Got it.
All
right. Thank you.
Like a bag of holding, minor but better.
It's a minor
mini-
bag of hold. It's
a
a
mini
minor
bag of
bag.
holding.
It's a minor bag of holding with kind of like more handleability. Let's put it like that. You can handle it better.
In everything.
Satchel. That's basically it.
Well, I already have a pack of holding, so
Satchel of holding.
Same here. At least my case, I'm not taking in and out things fast, so I'm fine.
and you're freaking
need
new, so
for-
I have all your money.
So, what are you doing?
We'll eat the.
All right, Argus, lead the way.
All right.
kebab?
Follow me.
Oh.
Eat.
Yeah, we're
and
eating
walk.
the kebab and
It's
then
very
walk.
walking,
Eating as we
eating
walk.
type food,
Okay. Oh yeah.
We're going to Ishkalian enchantments.
Yeah.
Okay. You basically take the trek that is relatively short to Ishkalian Enchantments. You arrive at the door. At this point in the morning, which would be around 7 something, close to 8, it's still closed, but you're in front of Ishkalian Enchantments.
7 in the morning. Wait.
That's 7 in the morning. It's like closer to 8, but
What? I don't remember what times these open. Hold on, guys. Does it have like a sign on the door when it opens?
it does not have on the door an opening sign, but you would know that usually when the store is open, there is like a placard that they put like on the street outside that to signal that the store is open.
Okay.
And of course, when the store is open, the doors are also open.
Damn.
But you would also know that on Ishkalian Enchantments, like most stores, people usually arrive
Early.
before the store is open. So there might be someone inside.
All right. I'll knock on the door.
You knock on the door.
Yep.
A moment passes, like a minute or two, and then someone from like a window next to it kind of like looks up. Can I help you?
Yes. When are you opening soon or?
Relatively.
Okay. Yeah. Well. All right. We'll wait then. Sorry for bothering you.
I mean, well, give me a second, and he kind of like closes the window, and an instant later opens the door. Good morning. Welcome to Ishkalian Enchantments. Apologies for the, we're not ready to open yet, but if you're interested in purchasing something, please do come in. And as basically he says that, he begins to kind of like take the placard, put it outside the door, like securing the two blades of the door, kind of like so that they remain open, doing all the usual stuff that an early morning establishment does before opening up.
Mhm.
All right. I'll walk in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna follow him.
Wait,
Are you are you
No, we're all walking in line.
are you currently taking requests or are you just selling items right now that are already pre-enchanted?
I mean, depends on the magnitude of the request. Usually, for like standard requests, we do take them, but be wary that enchantments may take some time.
Of
We have a
course.
backlog.
Of course. I look at Damien. Damien, hand me your sword.
All right, and I give him the Nodachi.
Thank you. This, we're looking to get appraised for an extra enchantment on top of it. It's already enchanted. We're just looking to see how much it would cost to get a specific enchantment. We're not sure yet, but if you could look at it and give us a general cost at least.
And he kind of like looks at it. His eyes light up for like a second. Beautiful craftsmanship. This must be Ordo's craft. I recognize it anywhere. Yes.
Ordo's craft, you say?
Who's Ordus?
A local
I don't-
blacksmith.
Yeah, a friend gave me this sword.
Kind of like looks at it. Well, it was crafted locally. And he kind of like goes into like, begins to go into like a very technical, and then he just shuts up and goes like, kind of like remembering, don't go into the stupid details. Apologies. It is a beautifully crafted sword. Ordos is a very, very talented blacksmith. Indeed, it is enchanted, and it actually was enchanted by us. And he kind of like gives it back to you. Depends on the type of enchantment. The cost can vary, sometimes greatly, sometimes slightly. This sword is already enchanted as it is magical, but it does not have any proper enchantments on it. There can be a series of enchantments we can add to it. They can, go from 2,000 gold pieces to 50,000 gold pieces, depending on the enchantment itself. And the wait time can be between a couple days and an entire week, depending on the magnitude of the enchantment and the complexity.
We're looking for a rather simple one, one that's not. If it's within the 2,000 gold range, that would be preferable.
What are you looking for? Something that is, let's say, defensive, offensive? Are you interested in a particular type of utility?
Offensive is what we're looking for.
But what type of offensive? We have many of them.
I am not. I am very. My knowledge of enchanting is very limited, but one that I do know of is, and I think it would fit this sword very well, is a keen enchantment.
Keen?
Yes.
Would you know what Keen is? Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But no, I'm talking about Super Dino's characters.
Yeah, of course Argus would know.
Okay, give me a sec.
Scallion enchantment.
Keen. Wait, what's Keen?
It's
Doubles the crit range of the weapon.
No, I'm roleplaying. I know what it does. Damien finally learns what's Keen.
it's a very specific enchantment you can put on weapons. It makes it doesn't necessarily make a weapon cut better or it's hard to explain really what it does, but generally speaking, it would fit this sword very well. It would make it.
And he interrupts you. Pardon me, sir. I did not want to interrupt, but to make it simple for the gentleman, it would make your sword cut better.
I see.
Sometimes when you swing your sword, I'm sure in your dexterous capabilities, you have found that sometimes you're able to make your wounds deadlier. Keen will help you with that, to make that more frequent.
Hey, wait, I almost said Noir.
And it looks at you, Argus. For the pricing, this will be a basic enchantment. We were talking about 2,000 gold pieces.
Oh, 2,000. That's good to know.
Hey, wait, Chico, Divan, you still have that bag of whatever, right? How much left do we have?
Shit.
You should have whatever you haven't spent yet, because
I remember we split it up and. Well,
which is
Each person has 2,000.
Each person
Yeah,
has
so
2,000.
I'll
2,000.
pay for it.
How long would this enchantment take?
Since it was enchanted by us already, that means that the arcane compatibility is high, so we can get it done in a day. So you can come back tomorrow and pick it up. I can guarantee you that.
Divan, can you give me the bag? And then I give him.
Oh, I gave you
I
the
guess
money.
I sit there and count 2,000 gold from me because I that's how much I have, I think.
Yeah, that's how much you should have.
Oh yeah, that's literally all my money.
Well, okay, you should keep track of that on your character sheet, even though it's not on your character.
Oh
You know
yeah,
where
I
it
do.
is. Okay, yeah. Then yeah,
I kept track of the 2,000 because I never spent
Is this-
any of that.
And he kind of looks at you and goes, This could be also interesting. That weapon is a +2, right?
It's a
+1.
+1.
+1. Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
All right. So you're giving it the 2,000 gold, and the sword.
Yes.
So it'll be ready tomorrow?
Yes, and he goes behind the counter, takes the sword, writes like notes in it. Like you see him kind of like sheathing the sword in what looks to be some sort of like cover on it, and he hands you like a note, like a promissory note, basically like stating that you have purchased an enchantment from Ishkalian Enchantments, and the pickup time is tomorrow at 8:30.
Right, I'll keep the note in my pocket, I guess.
And he kind of like, is that all, or are you interested in something else?
We have some. I'm interested in something else.
I think Divan is also interested in something.
Divan is interested. I'm curious about any armor you have enchanted, or anything on hand, really.
Armor? You're looking
Yes.
for armor, something that is already enchanted.
Yes. If it's not already enchanted, I'll inquire about the request for some specifics. But if you have some already enchanted armor, I'd like to take a look.
Mm-hmm.
Anything light or in the medium range of weight would be okay.
Okay. And he kind of like shows to you and goes like, okay, kind of like claps twice, and you see the shelves which were empty before. They kind of like basically transmute, and shelves and weapon racks come out of the wall as they all align the sides of the store. It's like, okay, armor, pre-enchanted, we got you covered.
Oh,
He
all
kind of like
right.
smile. He kind of like smiles a little bit and like rubs his hand. So this is on the lighter side. This is a lamellar cuirass that has been enchanted specifically to increase its defensive capabilities. Metagaming wise, that will be a +1 engine lamellar cuirass.
Okay.
If you look in something in the medium range, give me a second. Okay, so, and he kind of like points at another side. So this is a scale mail, and he kind of like puts this beautifully embroidered, almost camouflaged like into the stand itself. Piece of like armor, chest armor that has like plated metal plates, kind of like fitted one on top of the other
Okay.
in very specific places. This one, it offers much better defense. It's a bit heavier, but it's also pretty decent. It was crafted by a very good blacksmith we used to have. In terms of metagaming, this one would be a +2 armor.
Oh shit. Okay.
And if you're looking for anything more specific, like specific armor enchantments,
I'm not looking for anything specific enchantments. Would you perhaps have any unique material armor? I'm thinking along the lines of something like mithril.
mithril armor. I mean, all our weapons are crafted with masterwork material, mastercrafted. Apologies, but definitely we can. Give me a second, and he kind of like goes into like a small book that he has on himself. It's like looking. So we do have, certain mithril, adamantine. We also happen to have cold steel. So are you interested in particular? You named mithril, but anything else?
I'm very interested in mithril. I'm a little older nowadays, and I can't move as well as I used to. Something light like that material would be perfect.
Understandably. And it kind of like, give me a second. And he kind of like goes around. And he kind of like snaps his fingers, and one of the stances that is wearing what looks to be a pretty normal armor flips on itself and reveals this beautiful embroidered chain shirt that is almost glistening to the air, like on the light. This is a mithril shirt. This one in particular is enchantment. So it basically is a +1 mithril shirt.
Damn.
How much for this shirt?
For that particular shirt, that shirt will run you back 3,000 gold pieces.
I scratch my chin for a bit. All right, so you have a deal.
Okay. Thank
Holy
you very
damn.
much. So you basically you hand in the money.
Yep.
Okay, you 3,000 gold pieces, and now you have a +1 mithril shirt.
Do you have a changing room or anything? Somewhere I could.
Oh, absolutely. He snaps his fingers again, and out of basically towards the side of the counter comes out what looks to be a small cabin, like a booth. Please, by all
Thank you.
means.
I'll be out momentarily, and I'll go in. I'll go in and take off my leather armor and put this on as quickly as I can.
Again, it's very light. That's the first thing you notice. Sturdy, light, flexible, and it's beautiful. You're basically wearing a chest-sized, what looks to be diamond necklace at this point. It's glistening.
Yes.
I take my my rapier and I present it to the clerk.
Mhm.
So I want to enchant my rapier with I don't know what kind of enchantment could be put into it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So what type again?
offensive, I don't know. if it's,
offensive, but what type of
fire?
offensive?
I don't know.
Fire?
Yeah, elemental.
Hmm.
Elemental.
Let me see because would you be interested in purchasing a new rapier since it wouldn't take any time? I didn't ask for the Nodachi because that is a very specific sword, and I was assuming that our client wanted that specific piece of craftsmanship to be enchanted. But in your case, and he looks at your weapon, this is a pretty standard rapier. We have finely crafted rapiers of our own that may meet your request in some way.
Well, sure. Yeah, show me what you have.
Okay, and he basically goes, so you were looking to something fire, correct?
Yeah, or any kind of enchantment because I'm just like a standard. Yeah, it's just like a normal.
Mm. Okay, we can think of a couple. So if you're thinking something fire, and he kind of where the wall that has a bunch of weapons, you see axes, you see spears, swords, great swords, and you do see a couple rapiers, and he points at one of them. This one is a flaming rapier. That'll be a +1 with flaming. This one is gonna run you. This one's gonna run about 2,000 gold pieces.
Mhm.
This, on the other hand, is a corrosive rapier.
Yeah.
Kind of points at it. This one will run you about 200 gold pieces.
100. Damn.
If you're looking for something more specific, I can bring out our specialties catalog.
I have only a 1,500 gold pieces.
How many?
1,500. 15.
1,500. Oh, 1,500 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid, that won't cover it, not even for the basic enchantment.
Well, no. I will
The
wait.
cheapest one is our flaming. If you're looking for something more catered, more specific, those are usually the 5,000 and up range. And for this particular, is 2,000 is the
Yo.
cheapest one we have on offer.
You guys have extra money you want to give Devon? I still have extra money that's not in the bag, basically money that he was just
Well, I
keeping in
have,
his pocket or something.
About 1,000 gold pieces,
Let's-
but
let's-
you'll have to owe
let's-
me.
Let's make a pause here. Remember, you guys completed the job, so you have a paycheck waiting in Hishtara.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
right.
haven't gone-
Yeah,
we
that's
haven't
true.
covered
Waiting.
there.
I'm gonna, you know what? Here, Devon, I'm gonna give you 300. That's how much I can give you.
Okay.
How much do you
But
need,
that's from
Devon?
my own pocket. That's literally from my own pocket. So
3.
someone else,
I have
someone else
a
has to chip in.
1,500, so I need
Yeah, someone will have to throw in 200 then.
Yeah.
200, I can
Wait.
throw in 200.
Okay.
You only need 200?
Well, if you have the corrosive is a little better. So it's gonna be like
I
Wait,
can
what's
only
the
give
other
you
more
300,
expensive
so-
option that you wanted before?
the first one was the flaming dice, like 2,000. The corrosive one is 2,100.
It seems all of you kind of like conversing. It's like, again, if you would like to look at our special catalog, we can definitely make that happen.
Well, I'm getting bankroll right here, so yeah, sure.
Devon, look at the special catalog. I might be able to throw in like an extra 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh,
Spoil yourself.
okay.
FYI, you don't. At least for Lawrence side, you don't owe him nothing. So you got the 200 extra from Lawrence.
Yeah.
This is how Anthem gets
I'll
into
give
his
you.
loan
I'll
sharking
give you
scheme.
300. I'll give you 300, but we have to spar.
Yep. Sure. Sure.
We have to spar, but not with real weapons. I mean, we'll just like I don't know. We'll shadow craft some wooden swords or whatever.
I mean, I have my game, but whatever. Yeah, can you show us the catalog, please?
Certainly, give me a second, because I'm looking at things I can offer you for a lot of money.
I mean, I have like like 4,000 now.
I don't care. I can give you something to look forward towards.
Something to grind for.
Yay! Exactly. Oh
Bro,
yes.
this campaign just turned into like a proper RPG.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Bro, we're
You're
actually
gonna
going
want.
broke.
You're gonna want some of this. You're gonna want some of this thing because I'm picking up from my items.
I don't know. Is it made of umbrite and edgy as hell? Otherwise, nah.
There are a couple of things. Oh yeah, there are a couple of things I'm gonna show you.
If it's an umbrite scythe or something like that, then sure, yeah. Alright.
I need only one-handed or
Give me a second.
light weapons.
Give me a second. Give me a second. And he kind of like again claps his hands twice, and the entire wall just flips again, both of them.
Yeah.
Showing this time some very specific, like basically encased in glass, different types of weapons. He goes at the first one. So this is the Arachnid's Fang, and he pointed at the first one. A small dagger, well, a mid-sized dagger, beautifully decorated with like a serrated edge. This one, basically, it's a poison, or it's able of emitting a poison extracted from a very ancient arachnid being that used to inhabit the city of Sanhatan, terrorizing the people. It was hunted down, and its fangs were extracted, steel-like fangs that were then forged into this weapon. The poison that they're capable of secreting can actually be stored, and you can release or choose not to release the poison at certain points. That means that you can accumulate poison inside someone and then at once release it.
Oh.
You can store several doses of this poison every time you hit someone. So it can actually either be applying poison on a regular basis or all at once. So basically, it is a +1 dagger that allows you, after a hit with the dagger, but before the damage is determined, you can basically release a stored dose of poison in the creature struck as a free action. You can basically
How
have
do you recharge the poison though? Does it run out?
the poison does not run out. It doesn't
Never
recharge.
runs out.
No, it is.
Nope.
It produces
You can basically store up to 8 doses of poison in the dagger at a time, and you can basically release 1 dose of poison per attack.
Yeah. So I can become like an assassin now.
Wait, didn't you see that poisons are like very shady or illegal in like Asnan
Wait,
Republic?
isn't poison shitty?
Yep.
What the hell? Why do they? Wait, they can't just
Geneva
sell this like
Conventions.
in the open. What?
What are those? What are the Geneva Conventions, my people?
Oh my god.
That is a very illegal weapon. It is.
Metagaming wise, how strong is this poison?
Regular poison.
That's right. Okay.
But it's poison.
Fuck.
Poison.
I look at Damien as Damien. I don't think you should purchase. I don't even think you should consider purchasing
Damien,
this.
I'm not.
Divan.
I'm not.
Or I mean Devon. I'm sorry, Devon. I don't. I'd consider.
Following the dagger line, and he kind of like goes to a weapon next to the Arachnid's blade, saying that you guys are kind of like, shit, that's poison.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Shit, that's
It
poison.
looks-
Wait, is that legal?
It says, So this is the Assassin's Blade.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So this is basically more designed for the surreptitious type. So if any of you like to strike from unseen angles and shadowy cover, this dagger will be particularly suited for you.
That's shit.
Basically, what this will attack is it allows you to sneak attack with every attack you make with that dagger for 3
What?
rounds.
Wait, what the fuck?
Wait, what the fuck? That's
Sneak
broken.
attack.
Wait, like
Sneak
even if you
attack.
don't have a sneak attack?
What? Broke?
Jab, sneak attack.
Oh, okay. Only if you have sneak attack.
Oh, you have to.
I don't have any sneak attack.
Is it sneak attack or is it any precise damage or precision damage?
It is sneak attacking.
Ah.
Like basically, if the wielder of this blade studies his target for 3 rounds, which can be the same 3 rounds of study of a death attack, either unseen or without being recognized as an enemy, you can then sneak attack with all attacks you make with the dagger against that target for the next 3 rounds.
Oh.
Jeez.
Damn,
Damn.
that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
That's like the
Word.
perfect. That is actually.
You all kind of look around and go like, oh, and he's like, okay, this one is called, and he points at a very, very beautiful kind of like long sword, well, a bastard sword, like. It's kind of like this one is also a bit dangerous. It's more for those of less reputable persuasion. And he kind of like looks at all of you and is like, let's better ignore it.
Okay.
Moves to another one.
Can't be worse than poison. Share anyways.
Maybe. He kind of like smiles to himself a bit. And he kind of like looks at all of you. You are members of the lodge, are you?
Mm.
I guess
In a ways,
that's, like,
in the ways
a way
we
to
are.
put it.
We've
Like,
worked.
Make a deception check.
Let me see. Can I use my traits?
Deception?
Argus needs to make a deception
Oh.
check. He was the one who answered.
All right, shit.
Argus doesn't have deception.
Someone help them. Someone help
Come on,
Can I
my
use
guy.
my bluff?
No, you don't.
Oh wait,
It's
no.
Argus.
Argus says he does have. He has a bluff. Let me try. A 5.
Alec looks at you. Weren't you the ones who work with Madame Tolafia?
Well, we take
Indeed
jobs
we
from
were.
them. But yes, we're
You're not wrong.
yeah.
Then I'm guessing it's still safe.
Yeah.
And kind of like looks at himself a little bit, kind of like I fucked it up. Look at me.
Dude sells illegal
Yeah,
stuff in his shop.
Yeah, because he thought you guys were from the lodge.
He sells illegal. He sells poison weapons. That's
I
illegal.
don't. I look at him and say, I'm not going to report you to anybody. I have personal connections to this shop. I wouldn't.
I like looks at you keenly, and I'm like, wait, you're Argus Ishkal.
I am Argus Ishkal.
Wow. A pleasure to meet you, sir.
Thank you. I'm glad to see the shop is still in good hands.
Thank you. Thank you. You should have said that sooner. And he kind of like goes back, and he kind of like goes back, and he pulls half the gold from every single thing you've purchased and reimburses it to you.
What?
What?
Damn.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, wait, I'm gonna add 1,000 back then.
Yeah, you would add 1,000 back. Yeah,
He kind of like looks down and says, I heard about Morgan. He was like a father to me.
in a certain way, he was the same to me as well.
So, and I
If you'd
heard,
like to accompany me later today, I have his ashes. We're going to.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. During
Good
lunch,
time. Good lunch.
during
okay.
lunch would be.
Perfect. I'll be back around.
Thank you. Anyway, and he goes back, kind of like recomposes himself. So, and he kind of like looks at Damien.
All right.
This, and he points at the wall. You see this beautifully just
Damien.
crafted greatsword.
Oh
You mean Divan?
no!
No,
said-
Damien.
Yeah, because
Okay,
you have
okay.
Amagachi.
Yeah.
because you are the one who handed them Nenodachi. You see this beautiful double-edged greatsword that ends like on a pointy, sharp edge. It's got like silver, like a silver-like handle with kind of like what looks to be chains distributed along the handle part.
Holy
This
shit.
looks at it. It's called the Blade of Binding.
What an edgy weapon.
Essentially, what allow you to do is it would allow you to use its capabilities to grapple an enemy in a battle, making him or them unable to attack.
Wait, so metagaming wise, what is that?
It's a +1 great sword. Basically, with a successful hit, the wielder's or against a creature of the wielder's size or smaller, you can attempt a grapple as
So
a
it's like
free
the
action.
Scorpions, right?
As a
It's like,
free,
yeah.
let me fucking read. As a free action that does not provoke an attack of opportunity. If you succeed, then the sword transforms into a metal chain that wraps around the target, giving you a +5 on further grapples to maintain it.
Yeah. But
It
I
does
can't
more.
afford that.
It does more things, but that's basically it.
As
Looks sick, but man, Nondachi, I can't throw that away.
I can throw that away.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm carrying 2 weapons. I have my cane and I have my whip.
I do have my old great sword, but I don't really use it. I don't use 2 weapons. I can't dual wield.
I don't do wield. I take
It'd
one
be
or the other.
very difficult to dual wield 2 giant swords.
Yeah, I don't think I can dual wield 2 giant swords.
Don't fucking Kirito this shit, or I will kill you. I'm not even fucking kidding. I will straight up kill you.
Damien, I mean, you can always come back later for it. It's not.
Yeah. You don't need to do that.
Looks at all of you. We kind of looks at all of you. This one, and he points at a spear.
Oh.
Apparently, it's simpler, but the handle is heavily decorated with golden and silver threads, kind of like intertwining with each other, forming these beautiful patterns. And the edge is like a small, fine point. This is the Bloodstone Impaler. Basically, it's a +1 King Spear. Once per day, when the wielder confirms, when you hit a crit against the creature, in addition to dealing damage, you can command the spear to turn the struck creature into stone.
Damn!
What the fuck? You can
Holy
petrify
shit.
enemies?
Petrify? Wait, petrify. Ooh.
On a crit once per day.
On a
That's
crit once per day.
insane.
Damn.
If you're struck, if you succeed on striking a creature, the creature must succeed itself on a DC 1942 save, or basically become a mindless stone statue like the Flesh to Stone spell.
Oh. Petrify is OP though. Oh.
I don't know,
I
that
guess
sounds
it's
pretty
like-
cracked.
However, the effect traps the Bloodstone Impaler in the process, making it unusable as long as it remains embedded in the statue.
Oh.
Can you like pull it out or something? Like, I don't know, use oil?
Bloodstone
WD-40?
Impaler may be removed from a lapidified creature by a humanoid capable of wielding it if you succeed on a DC 25 strength check.
Nope. I
I
don't
see.
have any strength, so.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
However, you can also break the fucking stone.
True.
You know.
We can throw it down.
Jeez.
Fuck, but it's like
Note that
two-handed.
note that removing the Bloodstone Impaler from a petrified creature will turn the creature back to normal.
Oh.
But if you shatter it, then it doesn't go back to normal, right? Or is it just like a pile of flesh?
The way I see this, and it kind of like looks, the way I see this is as a very, very, very expensive javelin.
Definitely.
You could use it as that. Kind of like looks at all of you. You kind of begin to notice that this guy has a particular experience with particularly deadly weapons.
This guy really likes.
Hey,
Little-
you
little
just-
shady.
This guy really likes to show
That
off.
he's
Illegal
literally
weapons.
nerding out about some very, very deadly shit.
Yep.
I look back at the one. I'm like, Devon, maybe we should go back to the simpler enchantments. I don't think we can afford any of this right now.
I mean, you have anything like a rapier or something like one-handed weapons?
I mean, yes, I showed you
The
plenty.
daggers, the daggers.
And he kind of like, but if you indulge me for a second, and he goes over to the other side of the wall, and your eyes
Oh my God.
turn towards the other side, and you see this black ichor bleeding scythe on the wall.
Sight?
Ooh.
That it
Yo,
basically
what?
drips this kind of like what looks to be this black ichor and just dissipates before it hits the ground.
Oh,
Kind of like looks at all of him, kind of like smiles for a bit. This one has to be my favorite piece in this collection.
Indeed, it would be my favorite too.
This
Oh, Devon kind of likes that too.
Yes.
Or, I mean, not Devon.
is like this is Void Scythe or a Void Scythe.
Oh,
Oh, wait, I know this. I saw this one before.
Basically, it functions as a +1 brilliant energy scythe, except the blade is formed of negative energy and gives off no light whatsoever.
That is.
The wielder can channel negative energy directly into the scythe to charge it with life-destroying energy for 1 round per die of channeling. For example, you can channel negative energy for 5d6 points of damage and fuel the scythe for 5 rounds, which means for 5 rounds you'll be dealing 5d6.
Holy shit. God
Oh my
damn.
God.
Not just that.
Um,
When charged, the Void Scythe bestows 1 negative level with each hit.
Oh my god.
holy shit. Alright.
the ancient
Hold on.
lord. The ancient
Yo,
is-
Ancient. Instead of making us say, why don't you just use those?
That energy utterly consumes any creature that is slain by the Void Scythe, leaving no body behind, but leaving the creature's equipment unharmed. A victim of the Void Scythe can only be restored by true resurrection or a very carefully worded miracle or wish.
huh.
I
Holy
just
shit.
feel like
Alright.
and salivating right there, honestly.
Argus just drops like.
Exactly.
Oh my
Dude,
Whoa.
Athen is basically salivating at this shit. You know, he's just like, whoa.
I mean, it's a two-handed weapon. Yeah, can you just
Lawrence at this point just freaking sweating, just like, oh god.
So I imagine the price tag on this one is about 100,000 gold pieces.
95,000.
Oh,
Close
only
enough.
that good.
Oh,
Oh
Alright.
my god.
I see.
But I must say, this is the piece de resistance of our collection. A truly
I can see
fearsome
that.
weapon. A truly fearsome weapon that we honestly don't sell to anybody, but again, you are considered special customers.
All right, back to the simple enchantments, right? Right, Devon.
Was it? Athen
those-
tries to just memorize the scythe's like image in his head, just ingrain it, just so that he can like think about it later on.
A +1 flaming rapier, right? Or corrosive one, something like that.
Okay, and he claps again, and it flips, and he goes back to the normal enchanted weapon.
God damn.
Getting sweats.
you just like
We are, and he looks at you, Argus. We are Ishkalian enchantments. We have a reputation to uphold.
You're correct. That's true.
And what a grand reputation it is for those kind of skills of weapons, I guess.
so.
Goddamn.
You have any more?
We are, and he kind of like looks at you, Ethan. We are one of the foremost enchanted artifacts stores in all of the Astanan Republic, if I say so myself.
Oh.
I just nod along with him. Yeah, pretty much.
So, what are the next?
And your father was not an idiot. He was not an idiot. He got on with the wrong people, but he knew what the fuck he was doing.
I look at Devon. I mean, you have enough for the flaming one, and it's only 200. It was
Or you
it
can
was
use the corrosive one.
it was only 200 more for the corrosive one.
Yeah.
Let's see, cause
You sure you don't want something better? Like, you know,
couldn't
something
afford-
worth maybe like
The
4,000?
poison dagger?
No.
I-
I don't. I like lang on my weapons. I don't like short weapons.
I think the flaming one would be the coolest, just because they kind of catch on fire.
No, corrosive would be the coolest. What do you mean? Burn them with like liquid acid or something.
I don't know, Devon. Or
There's
Damien.
lots of creatures that can develop a resistance to flaming. The same can be said about corrosive or acid in this particular case. But adventurers tend to prize a bit more towards the acid one because not a lot of creatures are resistant to acid.
That's a good point.
At least not as many as they are resistant to fire. Depends on the particulars. You can buy them both if you want.
I guess you remember that flame drake? There's some fire enemies that wouldn't do anything to a flame drake.
The desert is home to very many creatures who are resistant to high temperatures, including flaming.
So if I get the corrosive one, can I enchant it with the flame?
Then you want something a bit more complex, and it kind of like
Yes.
turns. Give me a second.
Double enchanted one? Wow,
Yep.
dude.
Enchantment.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Flaming corrosive. Wow.
It's
kinda
basically
like-
a plus
kinda
2
like-
with 2 other enchantments.
It kind of like looks. Which one? Kind of like looks at another rapier. This one is, and like you see this weird metallic rapier. It's entirely metallic with like some embroidery in the handle, made out of what seems to be leather. This is a purely crafted adamantine rapier.
Oh.
Ooh.
This actually currently only has the flaming enchantment on it, but we can put the corrosive in it. It is basically a +2 rapier with flaming.
Oh shit.
Holy shit.
How
And
much
it's
is gonna be?
adamantine.
This one is a bit more expensive. Even with the house discount, is going to run you about 6,000 gold pieces.
6,000
Oh, damn.
pieces.
Hmm.
I mean,
We can
Need
make
another 500?
we can make it 5,000.
5,000.
I already gave you all the
gave
gold
you
I
two-
can.
Wait, we
I
have
already gave you
4,000.
200.
Yeah, we have right now 4,000. I think. Yeah, around 2,000. Well, we can come back and get that one. So after we get all paid.
Yeah, we can
How
always.
much did I give you so far? I gave you 1,000, right?
Yeah. Well, that's why it's like I have 4,000.
Hmm. Who
Remember,
else gave you money?
you got half the money from all of the things you did before
Yeah.
because he recognized Argus.
Lawrence, do you have any more money that you could spit out?
200 more. Well, let me give you the exact amount. The exact amount is 262. Actually, no, 261. My bad. 261.
Argus, you got any more money to cough up?
I need to save my money for other things. I suggest we come back.
Yeah, we
This
can
is a very
come
fine.
back.
And 5,000 is a steal for it. Let's come back for it.
Make a diplomacy check.
Wait,
Can I contribute in this diplomacy?
No, that's Divan. He wants to buy the thing.
Yeah, okay, can I roll D20 plus what's my diplomacy? 8.
Dude. I like
Oh,
how
fuck.
Ronan just like,
Wait, what the fuck?
oh, what's that? You put 2 pluses.
Let's see, there you go. Please. Oh, that was better.
Ooh.
25.
Looks at you like it looks very. You look at all that. You've been, looks at Argus. You've been very kind. You've been very kind. I'll be considering leaving it at 4,000 gold.
4,000 gold.
Yeah, so
Just-
we're broke now. That's literally all our money.
Just
that's-
this once.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Yeah, well,
Okay,
I'll
you hand
give
him the money, and he basically does the same thing he did with the Nadachi. You can come back tomorrow to pick up the weapon. So you can basically write down a +2 rapier with flaming and corrosive.
Ooh.
And it's adamantine. Don't forget to
And
add
it's,
that
and it's
modifier.
adamantine.
Yeah.
The Mantine.
Wait,
An
he gave you
adamant.
for 4,000?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Plus
a
2.
the
Oops,
fuck?
plus 2. Corrosive.
Yeah. I mean, if you thought that Argus's backstory was not going to be significant in the prices of magical weapons, you were wrong.
I'm flaming.
Dude, we gotta abuse Argus more.
You can use Argus more. He's
Holy
not like
shit.
a pawn. He's like
Like,
a,
This will be like the one and only like magical weapon store that we go to.
Yeah.
Only
We have,
here, we're
we have to
loyal.
go back to your
Charlie
alley
the
time.
Jackboots.
Yeah,
Sell
yeah.
our shit for cheap.
Whenever we get the
Awesome.
paycheck, I want to get the Nodachi to like
Also, I forgot. I forgot last session. You all get a hero point from killing corpse.
Oh,
Hero
Then
point.
we added.
Hero,
I
wait,
forgot
2 hero
about that.
points.
I forgot about
I
that
already
last
have
session.
2
You all get a
points.
hero point for killing Corvus.
And that's on
Nice.
Fates and Domain, I think it was. Miscellaneous.
Damn.
I told you I'm not stingy on power. You just have to play.
Whew. And check if you need help making that rapier in PC Gen later. I'll help you.
Yeah.
Anyways, back. One more inquiry. Are you open for apprenticeships right now, or?
Certainly, but what type of apprenticeship are you looking for?
My friend here, Ethan, he's talented in the magic arts. He's a little different from your normal magical user. He wants to, at the very least, learn the process of enchanting weapons like the adamantine rapier you sold us, or this mithril shirt. He just wants to learn the process of it.
It might take a while. I mean, definitely we are. How uniquely suited for crafting magical weapons are you? And you
And
look
I-
at you.
I've crafted magical items before, but never weapons.
Well, you
Crafted magical items before. You can craft already.
he can.
Well,
Ethan, give him a demonstration of what you can do. Show him the weapons you
Oh.
make. Show him the objects you can create. Give him a demonstration.
all right. Well, Athen makes using his path power. He's gonna make a scythe of keen and icy burst.
The second you do that, like you see the Storklug's eye glow a little bit, and the second they glow, he opens them the size of fucking eggs. That is unique is an understatement. I've never. Wow. And he kind of
I
like
can
looks
do
at it.
this with like
Is it
a
permanent?
multitude.
And he seems amazed and fascinated. He kind of like touches the scythe. Is it permanent? And he kind of like touches the thing. The substance is weird.
Ah, yes. It is only like, how do I put it? Semi-real. It lasts for about 2 minutes in my case, but I'm able to resummon this weapon a bunch of times throughout the day.
That is
And not only this weapon.
That is a very unique type of crafting. You're not really crafting a weapon. You're creating it out of nothing.
Indeed. I can do more than just this type of weapon specifically. I can do a range of melee weapons, some ranged weapons too. Here, let me
Let's
demonstrate.
check, Ethan.
Wait, what was that? I didn't hear you, Ronan.
Make an intelligence check.
Intelligence check. Alright, I did not hear that. Sorry, my bad.
It's okay.
That's a 0. I am not smart.
The words of Madame Tolofia just pass you by. Whoops. Just,
Oh yeah.
that doesn't exist.
I look at them. We wish it's different and it's very scary, but could you possibly keep this on the down low with his abilities? It's not something we want to show everybody, but we feel like in this case,
Absolutely, Master Ishkal. Discretion is our trade.
thank you.
And he said basically, he told you, but he was enraptured by the scythe.
Yeah. You can make objects too, right, Ethan? You can make simple objects at least.
Indeed. Alright, so like I'm gonna regain a Shadow Surge, and then I'm gonna use the Shadow Surge to make like a pot. There we go.
Wow. Indeed.
And then I'll make it vanish, and then I try to make regain a Shadow Surge and try to make something more complex like a vase.
Make a craft check.
All right, let me see. Which type of craft check would that be? Does
I think there's one that's pottery or something related to pottery.
have sculptures? Does that do something?
Sculptures is for like sculptures. This one would be something related to pottery. If you don't, you can use untrained.
All right, I'll use untrained. Damn, come on, please roll high, roll high, roll high. What's my roll on untrained? Craft untrained -1. 17.
You create a pretty decent. What were you trying to make?
Vase.
You make a very decent vase, weirdly similar to Argus, to your ash urn.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like
Oh.
very similar, but without the lid. It doesn't have the lid, but
Right.
like the structure, it's much more elaborate than the bowl. Is not just a bowl. Is something a bit more elaborate with like it has like two kind of like handles on the side. It's black, like ichor black, very very dark. But it is a pretty good looking vase. And the store clerk is like, interesting. It's like clay, but instant. Yeah, and he keeps touching it. Like he keeps touching and rubbing his fingers. Yeah. Never seen anything like this before. But and kind of like looks at you, Argus. Master Ishkal, would you mind coming with me, please?
Oh yes, of course. I'll go with him.
And it takes you to the back store. It's like so I, I'm confiding in you because I know you killed Kovas.
Yes.
And he kind of like opens basically you go into the back room that is full of like racks and like closets and stuff, and he opens a drawer and he pulls out a cloth.
Oh shit.
He opens the cloth and there is a tiny little gem in it. Kind of like looks at it. This. We used to get a lot of these when Kovas was around. We're using it to craft or to begin the process of attuning them towards crafting the twisted Vendian transmuters. I'm sure you've seen them.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have an idea. Are you?
And he kind of like grabs the tiny little gem. It's like, look at this. And he basically, you see his finger light up with like the briefest of magical energies, touching it. And then from the other side of the gem, you see small droplets of the shadow stuff, the thing Ethan uses to make his things.
Oh.
See?
That's concerning to a certain degree.
Very. And kind of like puts the gem back in the cloth and puts it back in.
Thank you for
So-
saying that.
And he kind of like looks at you. That stone is called umbrite.
I'm right. Okay.
Your friend is manipulating something on a whim that is exceedingly dangerous. Discretion is understated when it comes to what he can do.
Right. Right.
I am not aware of his powers, not I am aware of his origins. All I can tell you is that the substance that he uses to craft his things is the same one that we were using to create the twisted Fendrin transmuters.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you, especially after he showed his power. You might want to be a little more careful.
Absolutely.
Yes. Just keep an eye over your shoulder. It probably comes with working with the lodge.
That is something you get used to.
Yeah. Do you, talking about the apprenticeship and with his unique abilities, I don't think taking into consideration with the Umbright, I don't think he should be using his unique abilities that much, but,
It's completely incompatible with crafting traditional magic weapons.
right.
He wouldn't be using any of his abilities to do so.
Okay, alright. Well,
I mean, if he wishes to take the apprenticeship, it's going to take time. It
Right.
takes years to master.
he's already somewhat talented with magic.
But it's not just magic talent. You are talented with magic as well, right?
Yes, I am.
Being your father's son, but you do not have the same talent for crafting magical items, correct?
You would be correct, yes.
So it's the same.
Okay.
It requires a very specific type of magical talent, not just having magical talent or the ability to create things, because otherwise any sorcerer that's worth a damn able to prestidigitate anything or able to create an illusion of anything then can train hard and long enough to be able to master craft. And theoretically everybody can, but it takes a specific talent to learn it and time to develop it.
I don't disagree, but I feel Ethan would have some talent in this at the very least. I think he would be a good apprentice, but you say
Even
it'd
if
take a
he's-
long time.
Even if he is the most gifted of apprentices, it's going to take at least months in order for him to be able to understand the basic principles of crafting.
Okay, I understand. Well,
Training, it can be dull and boring and
yeah.
sometimes may seem even fruitless, but it takes time for a reason.
All right. Well, I'll let him know, and we'll keep it on the back burner. We probably don't have that much free time right now.
Absolutely.
Thank you for letting me know, and thank you for showing me about the job. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'll go back
And
to
you both kind of like exit out.
Ethan. It's probably not a good time for you to join an apprenticeship in this regard. At least, even with your talents, it would probably take if you're lucky and if you're very talented, at the very least months. But
And he kind of like looks at you and again, like you have a pretty innate talent to create things. So the creative flair is there, but we need to develop it. We need to hone it. Again, even the most talented of crafters that I have seen takes at least months to learn the basics. Your case, I'd wager, what, month, 2 months, maybe if you're really, really good and you take to all the lessons. Even, and he looks at Argus, even Master Ishkal's father took them years of study to be able to reach his level of expertise and mastery over the art of crafting items.
I just nod along. I was like, yeah, pretty much.
And he, of course, he is considered probably the greatest crafter in Astan history, but still, it is indeed something that takes time, lots of it.
I understand.
We can always come back. Maybe when we have we're a little
More
on a
free time,
schedule.
perhaps.
Yeah, probably would be a good time. But thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome. Don't forget your items for tomorrow if you're about to leave.
Of course. Oh,
Indeed.
Ethan,
Uh,
be 100% clear with you. I'm sorry for telling you to show your abilities. It's not a good idea to do that. Remember. Secondly,
don't worry about it.
we'll discuss this later. I'll discuss it later with you through Chris's. But it's something important, and it's related to your abilities. But we'll discuss it later.
See. Yeah, I had something to discuss with you later on too. Don't worry about it.
Oh, perfect. Okay. All right. Is everybody here? Lawrence, did you need anything? Did you want to get anything? Or
Nah, I'm probably gonna get stuff back in Hishtar with Ida most likely.
all
Most
right.
likely.
Yeah. No, that
see
makes
what I do.
sense. Tomorrow. Let's see. I'll be back at lunch to meet up with you.
And he kind of like bows a bit with his head.
And you wanted to go to the post office, Ethan. You wanted to visit the library. They're kind of in the same area. I'll show you to that. I'll take you there then. And thank you again. And I'll step out.
You're welcome.
Right, I follow him out.
All right. So where do you go next?
To the southern part of Senhartan, to the area where the library would be, and also the post office. Ow, fuck.
So, for that case, were you going on foot or were you taking the tram?
Taking the tram.
The cards. The
cards.
tram cards.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll be 5 copper each. Thank you very much.
I was expecting like a magical tuk-tuk or some shit like that.
Tuk-tuk, magical tuk-tuk.
Yeah, dude, that would have been sick. Honestly. Yeah.
I described the process of transportation when you got to Ishtar. Don't make me describe it again.
Yeah.
I described the entire setup and how it works and all that stuff the first time you got on a goddamn tram. I'm not going to explain it again. So, you all get on the cart, this basically feels very San Francisco. That's basically Senhartan. Senhartan is what would happen if San Francisco was set in the Dune universe. So you all travel in the cart. You get to the southern part of the city. Where do you want to get off, Argus, since you're the one who knows?
We're gonna get off closest to the post office first, and then
That would be close to the guild building, so you get off at that
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah. We'll get off there. All right. I'll take you to the post office, and then we'll head to the library. It shouldn't take you too long to send the message, right?
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long.
Okay. Yeah. No, there's the post office over there. You can go.
There's like a small kind of like 2-story house. Like the guild's office building is not very lavish. It's not
Yeah.
the Silver Spire in Hishtare. It's none of that grandiose shit. It's much more discreet. It's like a 5-6-story building, like discreetly nestled in a corner, like almost away from prying eyes, right? There's the symbol of the guild. Next to it, there is basically what you would know to be the San Hartan post office, which is again 2-story house, relatively small. There is like a mount, kind of like a mount parking space in front of it, where you see a couple horses kind of like tied up, stuff like that. So you go inside, and this setup is kind of familiar to you. You do see that there is, on a smaller scale, there is like a reception area, right? That has multiple places where you can sit. And at the end, there is like a desk with a plethora, with almost like an arachnid type array of copper tubes going in and out of all directions.
Oh, I see. I recognize this.
So, what do you do?
All right, let's see. I need to write a letter back home. So, I go and
Go ahead. Go.
all right. Athen heads inside. Oh wait, we were already inside, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're basically at the entrance.
All right. Yep. Athen heads inside, and
Okay.
Gets prepared to go and write the letter, I guess. In the letter.
How are
it's-
you writing the letter? Do you have paper, ink, quill? Do you have any of that?
Shit, dude. Do they have papers? Do they have like?
You do see someone is sitting in the desk,
Oh yeah, the
but basically
receptionist.
the post office is empty.
Yeah.
You do see, like, again, furniture for you to sit down, stuff like that, but you don't see any writing material at hand.
Oh. Oh, that's shit. uh, well, I go and approach the reception.
Good morning.
Good morning. I needed to send a letter to my home in Saren Hierarchy. Is that doable here?
Absolutely. Do you have the letter pre-written?
Oh no, it is not pre-written.
Oh, do you wish to write it?
Yes, indeed.
And she points at the door, kind of like towards her right. She's a kind of like small-looking halfling. She's kind of funny because her chair has like a bunch of like multiple kind of like cushions beneath it, so that she can reach the height of like the desk. It's right there, and he points at the door that is towards her right. Just
All
take
right,
any table. Just take any table and write your letter.
Thank you. And then
Once
he
you're
heads
done?
towards.
Once we're done,
Oh
we
wait,
can
you're talking.
Once you're done, we can set you up.
Oh, all right. And then he nods and heads towards the door.
Okay, you open the door. This space looks like a library. There's like multiple kind of like chairs with like small desks, like organized in rows. Each of those chairs, you see, they have like a quill with like an ink, and there is like stacks of paper towards the other side, so you can sit in one and write down whatever you want.
See. All right. So he gets the quill. I get the quill and the paper and whatever, and get ready to write. And this letter is addressed to his mother, of course. And in the letter, it includes details about like his travels through the Kala woods. Nothing too detailed. Like just like, how to put it, just like a little update to his mother about like where he's been, the stuff that he's seen, like the silver spires of Ishtare, all the like nice travel stuff that he's been to. But at the end of the letter, he mentions that he saw him, in quotes, him, and he writes that you should know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna mention their name. And from there he just like ends off the letter, and it's, I guess, folds it up and goes back to the receptionist to like just post it there.
He looks at you. Are you done? Oh,
Yep.
Michelle takes the letter. So, addressed to where in the setting hierarchy?
To Alba Village.
Anyone in particular?
To Luciana Alterio.
Luciana, and she's kind of like typing the details. Okay. Alba Village, Luciana Alterio, and she kind of like looks at the map. Oof. Okay. So it's going to take a while for the letter to get there. Sadly, we do not have instant communications with the setting hierarchy, so we have to physically transport the letter there. It should take about 2 to 3 weeks to reach her.
That's fine.
The local fee is 1 gold piece, plus the international fee will be another 4 gold pieces, a total of 5 gold pieces.
All right. And Athen pays that up.
Okay. Do you see her? She takes your letter folded. She doesn't unfold or anything. She puts it in an envelope. She uses what looks to be like almost like a pen, but doesn't have like a point. And she runs it across the envelope, and you see the envelope literally melding, still leaving the very distinct fold of it being an envelope, but the envelope basically seals itself as the pen runs through it. Then basically she writes on the back of the envelope all the details where the letter is addressed, and she puts a stamp on one of the corners. And basically she turns around, puts it in one of the tubes, kind of like folds it a little bit, like wraps it, puts it in one of the tubes, and shoots it up. Okay. Anything else?
Oh no, that'll be it.
All right. Have a nice day.
And he walks out.
All right.
That was pretty quick. All right, to the library.
Yes.
In the
Library is from 3 blocks away, 3 blocks away, not very far.
Okay.
You basically are able to find a library. This one is a 1-story building that takes over like an entire corner. It's kind of like you notice immediately that this is a store of some sort. There's a bunch of like accoutrements and things they sell, souvenirs and all that stuff, and it's like an open space inside where there's like, you see from the outside, you see rows and rows of bookshelves.
Well, let's go nuts.
Well, time to look for the magic tech section or engineering section if there is one.
So what do you do, Lawrence?
I look for the magic tech section if there is one.
Make a survival check.
Can you survive in the library?
He will fall into the
He's gonna
pit
go
of the
away.
library.
Again, he's like looking, he's like tracking, he's theoretically tracking something. Like, I mean,
Look for
So-
the footprints of the book.
That's
10.
it.
so basically walk into the library, you don't ask anybody. Like, you see someone saying good morning, and you kind of like nod back, and you look at the library is organized. This one is a proper library, not a train station store with books in it.
So
This one is a proper library, organized in multiple different sections. You're able to read the aisles, what they say, the typical things you would encounter in a library. And so, mainly the weird thing is that you do see at some point like a couple of books like flying off the shelves, like basically just flying off the shelves and going to different places, stuff like that. There is activity inside the library. There you see a couple people in there, but not much. There's like a second area that is like inside this kind of like big inner space of the library, almost hangar-like. There is like a second story that is built upon this space. You see a couple people up there, kind of like looking at some books and stuff. Eventually, you kind of like run about, Takes you about 5 minutes to locate the engineering section. There is the technical section, more like it. It's like a bunch of technical books.
Alrighty.
What are you looking for specifically?
More specifically, Magitex, if it's possible, things related to like automails and things of that nature, like not really like body parts, but like enhancements. That would be the best say. Like let's say, like I said, the automail would be sort of counted, and maybe started something like a mech, if possible.
Make a perception check.
Perception, you got it. Wait, perception.
Evangelion and Arila. Goddamn. Can't wait.
7. I can't see for shit.
So you kind of like look about, and you find a couple books that call out your interest. One of them is basically you kind of like scuffled over a little bit, and it is the particulars of Magitech scaffolding, which is the process prior to building anything Magitech-like. It talks to you on how Magitech is used for prosthetics, is Magitech used for non-prosthetics, the difference, and the specifics of the scaffolding that you need to have in mind, the skeleton that automails depend on to basically have their functionality. The other books specifically, you find it to be about the powering of Magitech. It's basically the different power sources Magitech uses, the properties of ceruleum, the alchemical process ceruleum has to go through in order to be able to power up a Magitech armor. And this one is more dedicated towards essentially like car batteries. You found a book about the equivalent to car batteries.
The equivalent of car batteries.
Yep.
Okay, so
They speak
the
about Magitech
scaffolding-
armor, but it's all about, how to power them.
Scaffolding of Magitech and power of Magitech. Okay.
We all in the library? Or is it just Lawrence?
Lawrence was the one who went into that library. None of you said you were going inside the library.
Damn.
We are
Yep.
probably outside of the library.
Argus is outside waiting.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
Got it.
you get those 2 books, Lawrence, or you're going to leave them be?
I'm gonna check them out since we're gonna stay in Shisarhatan for a little bit.
You're going to buy them?
Oh, we can buy them then? Yeah.
I mean, it's a library. You can buy books in a library. Last time I checked.
Okay. Then how much are they?
So you go to the store, and you go to basically like the clerk that you didn't say anything to when you came in.
Yep.
You basically present the 2 books, and he looks at them and it's like, interesting. Indeed, very, very technical books. Are you an engineer of some sort, sir?
Aspiring to be. I'm mostly reading up on it because I'm interested in doing a few things myself.
Very advanced indeed. Very advanced. These are some advanced techniques indeed. Very modern books, up to date. I can guarantee you. You looking to buy?
Yes. And now that you're talking, would you recommend any other one, per se?
And so, what are you looking for specifically?
I've mostly been interested in Magitech, but if there's anything else considering engineering, I would be.
The section you just came out of, that entire technical section is 90% Magitech.
Okay.
And
How
the
about
specific-
anything that has to do with flying or riding?
Flying? Then
Yeah.
I mean, we have a couple books on airships.
Any one you would recommend, or just anyone would do?
For airships?
Yep.
What are you looking to learn about an airship?
How they work, and pretty much like per scale, like how big, how small I can probably make them. Things of that nature.
Interesting. You can definitely, and he kind of like goes and pulls from beneath the table a giant book. Looks like a catalog. Opens it. Yes, this one. And he kind of like basically touches it, and you do kind of like instinctively look behind you, and a book shoots out of the shelf, lands in the guy's hand, and he kind of like shows it to you. This is called Airship for Dummies. don't be fooled by the title. It has a lot of useful information about airships.
Alrighty.
And again, he points at another one. Gives it to you. This one is very similar, written in a much more technical language. It is called The Basic Fundamentals of Flight. It describes the art of artificial flight, essentially. How engineers throughout the years have been able to surpass the different limitations in terms of size and in terms of, weight that you can put on an airship, and how they can build them bigger, how they can build them smaller.
Okay.
I think that as a beginner, someone who wants to learn about airships, this would do.
Alrighty. Thank you very much.
You interested in purchasing them?
Yep, I am.
All 4 books?
All 4 books.
Certainly. And he points at the 2. This one, the one about the scaffolding is 12 gold. The one about Magitech power sources is 15 gold. The one about Airship for Dummies, that'll run you about 8 gold pieces. And the one that is basically the history of artificial flight, that's the name of the book, is about 11 gold pieces.
Wait. So, Airship for Dummies, Basic and Fundamental Flights, Scaffold Magitech, what's the other one?
The other one will be the power source of Magitech.
And the Power Source of Magitech. Okay. Power Source
Basically
of
10, 12, 15, and 11.
12, 15, 8, and 11. Okay.
12, 15, and 11.
Just for sake of brevity, I give her the gold. I'll give the clerk the gold.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. And after thanking, I'm gonna head back with the group.
Okay. So, you all see Lawrence heading back out?
Hey, welcome back.
He has a bunch of books. Like he has basically he has like a bag. It looks to be like a bag that is somewhat thick.
That's a lot.
You bought a couple books.
Bit of a bookworm. Hey, Ronan, for the satchel of holding, how much does the bag itself weigh? Is it the same as a bag of holding, or would it be the same as like a minor bag of holding?
Minor bag of holding.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my book bag in my minor bag of holding for now.
Are you doing anything with your bag up with your satchel of holding, Argus?
I am. No, I'm not doing anything with it right now. I just needed to know for poor old Argus's equipment's sake, because he was a little overweight. If it was the same as a bag of holding.
It's a like, again, you can put your stuff inside the thing.
Yeah. I'll do that later. Actually, I guess while we're walking, he's just gonna put all the contents that was in his backpack. He's actually just gonna put his backpack in it because it's
Okay.
not too heavy.
Make a perception check.
Oh shit! Okay.
Oh.
17.
So basically, you begin the process of transferring your belongings to the satchel of holding. As you begin to put things inside of it, one of your fingers cannot help but touch something inside the bag, the satchel.
I
Notice that something inside.
I grab it.
Kind of like go for it and grab it. It feels a leathery texture of some sort. You pull it out. It looks to be like a small holster of some sort. Slim. It's very, very slim. Beautiful. It's this leather, basically this leather cover that has golden threads around the edges. Very simple, but again, beautifully decorated. It seems to be holding up something inside.
I'll look inside.
So you basically open this kind of like small holster. You open. Inside of it, you see what looks to be a set of cards.
Cogs?
Cards.
Oh, cards.
Cards.
Oh
C-A-R-D.
no!
Ah, shit.
Oh shit! No.
Cards?
The gentleman from before left us a gift.
I feel like I know what this is.
Argus, it's like cards. That's weird. And I'm just gonna put it back into the bag for now.
I
What are you
think I know
looking
what
at,
that
Argus?
is.
Oh, nothing. I'm putting stuff in my bag.
All right.
Make a perception check, Ethan. He was doing it in front of you, so you can make a perception
Alright.
check.
Can I do a perception
I
check too?
was like, there's cards in here. It's kind of strange, but I don't know. It doesn't.
Cards.
Cards.
Did you buy any cards recently?
No,
I got an 8, by the way.
Yeah, you do see him handle with you see him going around his belongings, and that's pretty much it. You don't really see him handle the card.
I go closer and use detect magic.
I don't.
What the?
At this point, he's put the cards back in the bag, but
Yeah.
you do see that the satchel is magical. It's a satchel of holding.
Would
A
Damien
lot
know?
of a lot of Argus is magical. Like he himself, he and me. Like you do see his ring is magical. You do see his armor is magical. You do see that for some weird reason the cane is also magical. The cane that he has out all the time because he's not having Chris's out all the fucking time.
Yep.
The cane that he uses is magical. The satchel is magical. There's plenty of things in Argus that are magical.
Wait, Argus put the cards in the satchel, right?
Yeah. By the time you use detect magic, you were Damien. You were also looking.
Oh no. I was just wondering if Damien would know what a deck of many things is.
You don't know if that's the deck of many things.
I don't know if Damien would know that.
No, Damien would not know what that is. Argus
And
probably
Damien
wouldn't
would
know.
definitely wouldn't know.
Yeah.
If there would be people that know it, I mean, the deck of many things, if theoretically that is the deck of many things, assuming that is the deck of many things, probably Argus and Lawrence would know what that is.
Maybe.
Especially Argus.
Argus, you could
He had the
have
more,
told us.
he had the more formal magical education. But then again, he just looked at cards and just put them back in.
Yeah, Argus is gonna mull over it a little bit before he decides
Do you have
anything.
playing cards? or
Argus, that
something?
could have cured so much boredom, and you just hid away.
Oh, wait,
your
you have playing cards?
Cards.
Why don't we play playing cards or something when we go on a train ride or something?
Now that I look, it could be multiple things, but
Why don't we play some
I-
cards while we're on a train ride or something?
Asshole.
Cards? I'm not gonna play cards with you. You're dumb.
Fucker, fuck
Hey,
you.
that's even more of a reason to play with him. You can just
These are
rip money
nice
right out of him.
cards. I'm not. Look, I don't know what these are. Okay, they're cards. They could be anything, and they just were in this bag. It's kind of. They have this nice embroidery from the leather. It's a little gold, some golden lay on it. It's very beautiful. It's kind of
Wait,
strange.
hold on. So they're not yours?
No, they're not mine. I don't know. They came with the bag.
I thought you said that the bag was empty or whatever. The shopkeeper.
Well, he didn't say
Said it
anything
was
about
empty.
that. He was just selling bags.
The
That
he
is
sell you
easily-
something cursed?
Exactly.
Like was he trying to like
Cursed. I
sell
don't think
you?
it's cursed. I hope it's not. I'm gonna reach in and I put in a.
Was he trying to just get rid of it because it was a curse on him or something?
I would have put
At
in
a lower
some.
price?
I would have put in some dusty half it's really cracked chalk because it's from when Argus was still in the cave, and I'm gonna try and grab that out from the satchel.
What do you mean? Did you try to grab the chalk and the shit you have in the satchel, or did you try to grab the cards?
I'm trying to grab the chalk because I want to make sure basically as soon as somebody suggested it was cursed, Argus is I hope it's not cursed. And he's gonna try and grab one of his items that he put in there out, which is one of them is chalk.
Yeah, you'd be able to pull it out normally.
All right. I mean, it doesn't seem cursed. I don't. It's fucking cards. Don't worry about it. It's not. It's kind of
We should
weird.
Play
But,
some playing cards when we.
well, we're walking. We're not. I don't.
yeah, but I'm saying on a train ride or some bullshit or whatever.
I'm.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
On
want
the
to
way
play
back to
playing
Ishtar,
cards.
right? That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
on the way back, when we
Then again,
get
there's
on
a
the rails.
casino on the train, so
I don't want to gamble.
All right. Well, loss.
Lost. It is.
Oh,
lost.
all right.
Whatever.
So what are you doing?
Oh man, we got a lot of that done really fast. Did anybody have anything else they wanted to do, or?
I think that's all for me.
Yeah,
All we gotta do is.
you want to fight? I mean, spar.
Spar.
Oh yeah, you did promise a sparring session with Damien.
Sure, yeah. But
Yes.
we are not gonna spar in the middle of the street.
You can use your fist
Indeed,
if you
you're
really
not.
want to.
Why don't we go back to? Let's go back to the Sandman's Rest.
Or you can find
Bar
like
there. And actually, I could probably make you some wooden sticks to fight with. Maybe not like swords. They might look a little mangled and stuff. I might be able to make something for you.
Yeah, because if we use swords, I mean, we'll probably die, but we'll also cut up all the furniture and like the ceiling too.
Why do you want to fight on the freaking room? You can find like a show,
I mean, you could just spar without weaponry, just
like a gym. Or
Yeah, we
something.
could just fight. I wanna learn what Devon does. His fighting technique intrigues me. Every time we're on the battlefield, Devon's just like fucking them up.
I mean, you would need to use a different weapon to use his technique.
Is it just his weapon?
Well, it's not just his weapon, but that's
Yeah, exactly. I want to see
a
his fighting
major
technique.
key in how his technique works. Is part of his weapon.
I want to see his fighting techniques.
He probably. I mean, you can see his fighting techniques. Sure. I'm just saying that you probably wouldn't be replicating his techniques with a giant Nodachi very well. But do whatever you want. I don't care. I mean, if you want to spar, we can head back to the Sandman's Rest. I have to go back. I'm around lunchtime. If anybody wants to come with me, and none of you knew Morgan, so I don't. You don't have to come, but I'll be going back to Ishkalian enchantments. Picking
All
up
right.
the
So,
shop.
what are you boys doing?
Sandman's
I mean, we
Rest.
can go there and then spar later.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue.
Aren't the ashes back in Sandman's Rest?
No, here
No, Argus has been.
he's
Argus has
passing
been
on
carrying
him.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
that's
been
what Argus
carried
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 with
the
them.
ashes on him up until
They
like.
carried with them on the whole time. Like the whole
Yeah.
time he's carried.
Argus has just been carrying it with him.
Yo.
Yeah, so I guess we're heading back to Sandman's Rest. For now,
For now. Yep.
take the trolleys.
So, 5 copper each. You go back to Sandman's Rest. Yes, again, 5 coppers. I will bullet you out of your money. You fucking bet your ass.
No, 5 copper at a time.
Yep.
You
Copper at
both-
a
Barely
time.
anything, we're good.
All right. I mean, if you guys want to, if you want to spar, do you want to spar? I mean, we have time. It's not. What
in the
time is it
train.
right now? It's like. Oh, Ronan, what
wait.
time is it right now?
Close to noon.
Okay. You can spar right now if you want. You do whatever you want. I have to leave around lunchtime, so.
And I will also be with you, Argus.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I
I
appreciate
mean,
that.
we can find like a place to actually spar, not like a freaking room.
Hey, go ahead.
What would you?
Beggars
what-
can't be
what spot?
choosers. I'm
What
here
spot
for
would
a
that
show,
be?
and you guys aren't here to entertain me. So go ahead.
Where would that be though?
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
we could just.
In
We
a-
could just clear out this bottom room right here.
I mean, like in just some random area in the Sandman's Rest. Just,
Looking for a place to spar in the Sandman's Rest.
just pick a room, the biggest room.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of like, at this point, when you get to Sandman's Rest and you look, you do find that the 3rd floor is actually under repair. Like, you see people there, kind of like doing things, repairing the 3rd floor.
Oh, fuck.
Um,
They're gonna complain that we're gonna make a ruckus.
The 2nd floor, it's a hallway with multiple small rooms. So if you want to spar in one of the rooms, you could, but it's very small.
First floor.
3rd floor, I'm pretty sure it's in shambles.
Maybe.
The 3rd floor is under repair at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe we wait for
Yeah.
for you guys to spar. I think
can-
Devon makes a good point. Find like
we need
better
to
spot.
find like a place, like a roof or like I don't know.
What do we want to bother
Oh,
anybody?
the
or-
roof. Wait, the roof.
Roof is in shambles right now. The entirety
Yeah.
of the
The
3rd
roof.
floor
Oh
is gone.
yeah, wait.
There is no roof.
It's not a flat roof either. It's like a.
That just makes it more interesting.
No. Okay, let's find like a suitable place, not like a freaking in the middle of the room.
Look, how about when we're out and about? Because we're gonna be here at least one more day, and then I guess we'll leave for Hishtari. We don't
We
really
can
have.
ask the receptionist or like the front desk, like if there's like a sparring ring or like an
A place
arena.
to spot, like a gym,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, like a gym.
Gym. Yeah, gym. We could work
Maybe.
out and spar. Yeah, it's one of the areas I forgot. I wanted to go to a gym too. I
A
forgot.
gym.
I am just gonna. Dwayne's just gonna go walk up to his room. Argus just call me out when we're heading out, and he's gonna go into a room to read.
Argus is like
Alright.
keeping check of the time. He's like checking it every other minute just
Is
to.
there like a gym or something like that in
A gym gyms aren't. I mean, there's training centers. It's
Yeah. Well, like
There's one place that could fit.
yeah.
It's back towards the southern side of the city, near the Adventurer Guild's building. The Adventure Guild, the Aston Guild's building.
There's one place, but it's back where we just came from.
what?
mm,
Maybe save the sparring for another time. I know you want to really badly, but I think now is just not a good time. If I'm being honest with you,
I miss fighting.
yeah. No, that
it's been a day. Relax, Damien.
I miss fighting.
You just came back from fighting a demon and a bunch of other shit and a drake. I think you'll live for one
It's
day.
in my blood, okay? I have to fight. It's so
You'll be
much
fine.
fun.
You'll be fine.
Oh yeah, Argus, you wanted to tell me something earlier, right?
You're right. And I'm gonna. We're inside St. Man's Rest right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And is there anybody else around, other than the receptionist, maybe?
I mean, which area of the Sandman's Rest you are? Okay.
We'll probably be on the first floor in like the area that we usually like, where everybody kind of meets up. Or actually, I'm gonna Ethan, come. Let's just go to a room, and I'll walk up to my room.
All right, I follow him.
Into my room. All right. And I'm gonna pull out Chris's, and I'm gonna just put my hand on his shoulder. Chris's, tell Ethan that there was what Corvus was having used to make the Vendrian transmuters that they were using was a gem of Umbrite, and it had similar qualities to Ethan's abilities, to his creepy, shadowy abilities.
What is Umbrite?
I don't. It's like a type of gem. It's weird. You saw it. You were there. You saw it with me, right?
Yeah, but what is Umbrite? I mean, yeah, it's weird, but it's Umbrite. What it is, it's like we know what gold is, silver is. What is Umbrite?
I honestly have no idea. I haven't heard. Maybe I've heard of it in passing a long time ago, but I have no clue.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Let's see.
Ooh, black edgy stones. That's what they are.
Not black, they're purple.
Nah, they're
19.
black.
So the
decided on
the name Umbrite actually does not ring a bell to you.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
Umbrite, you've never heard of anything called Umbrite. You do not know what Umbrite is.
Honestly, Chris, I have no clue. The only thing I know is that it seems to be somewhat connected to.
Because when I'm going to explain it to that idiot, he's not going to understand it either.
It's kind of related to his abilities.
Do you want me to babyfy it so that he can understand it?
No. Just tell it how I said it. Tell him that I was shown a gem back at the Scaling Enchantment. It was called Umbrite, and it had qualities similar to his, and it was used in the process of making the Vendrian's transmuters we saw in combat.
Okay. Here's the thing, Argus and myself, of course. When we went to the back shop in Iskalian Enchantments, we were shown a gem. It's called Umbrite. This gem was used to make the twisted Vendrian transmuters, the one that summoned all the golems and shit. And the gem itself, when done something, it was kind of like spewing out the same substance you used to make your things. And you hear back Argus. Is that good enough?
That's perfect. Thank you, Chris.
Okay.
You said
Then you hear
Umbrite.
Chris's again. Evil goo stuff. Your stuff is evil goo stuff.
couldn't agree more. Anyway.
Yeah.
Umbrite. Actually, I've heard that name recently.
You haven't? Oh yeah, you have.
In the dream.
You have.
I remember just this night, this was actually what I wanted to talk to you about too. I'm guessing you had an awful dream, maybe more akin to a nightmare recently. I mean, last night.
I had a dream. It was somber. It wasn't really awful.
Somber. I see. Well, I've noticed that around the times when I get visions, other people get tormenting dreams. And last night's vision, or at least from what I saw, it was this night lady with my father and 3 other people. Wait, hold on. No, it was 5 in total. Yeah, and 3 other people. They were in the same place where we had just fought Corvus. They put up a warding spell, and they investigated the place, and they were in search of Umbright and some other things. Apparently, my father, or at least the person who I think is my father, is after us. He only decided to come after us, I think, like around yesterday. But we better be extremely careful from now on, especially around nighttime.
Argus looks at him seriously. It's like, oh.
He seems to have...
You're certain that this is like a vision, not just, a dream,
By the way, Chris is just relaying this back and forth because I am not fucking talking.
Right.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Well?
you're certain this was a dream. This wasn't, or you're certain this was like a vision, not a dream or imagination.
Oh no, I've done this a few times before, where usually I end up seeing through the eyes of some small rodent or some shit. I believe my father has a similar ability, because he spoke of something, in the vision at least, to that other night lady, saying something about how he can see things from like other eyes or from far away or so.
Okay.
He seems to be able to do the same thing, which would make sense.
All right. I guess that do your best to not show your ability off then. Showing it off at Ashkelon and Chatsworth was probably a mistake.
Yeah, it's fine. We did it during the day, at least.
I think we leave immediately tomorrow.
Indeed.
Oh no, this is bad. You're saying he's coming after us, like
He said that he will, quote unquote, deal with us in due time or so. Or that he's like got eyes on us or something. So we have to be careful.
I think we contact Madame Tolifier and ask her if she can get us out of the city quietly and without notice tomorrow after we get the weapons. I'll see.
Oh, by the way,
yes.
this person is the same Baron dude that you spoke about earlier. He
Yes.
goes by multiple names.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
my father is most likely Baron.
Baron. What the fuck is his name? 1 second.
Baron Alterio.
Alterio. Like Baron Alterio. Okay. This is beyond concerning. I don't know if I really want to actually meet him. I know we've been searching for his name and everything, but I didn't think it would be like this.
I know.
Do you agree? I think we should go back to Ishtari immediately, and
I don't know, the further we can run, the better, honestly.
I'll see the soonest I can arrange a meeting with Madame Tolifier, and could you relay this information to everybody in the group? Or maybe not. Maybe no. You should probably tell everybody else. Use your magic to make sure everybody else knows at least.
All right, I will.
All right, and I'll take my hand off his shoulders, like thank you, Chris's, and I'll head back down to the receptionist.
Wow, really? Running away? Okay. Okay.
I
I head down too.
Running away. It's not really, weird for me because, it's either fight or flight.
Chris's, I I don't know if. Either way, we're leaving for Hishtari eventually. Probably the
Don't
sooner.
you make an intelligence check with Chris's intelligence.
Okay.
This is intelligence.
He's not that
Watch this be a +10.
Chris has got an 8.
What?
It's like, I mean, yeah, well, it sounds. I mean, the dude sounds dangerous. So.
He does.
But ultimately, isn't everything connected? Like, the transmuters with, the thing and Corvus.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Chris is.
Just saying.
Maybe we maybe we draw him to us instead of running away.
It doesn't strike me as the dude you can draw, but
Well, Ethan said he was coming after us regardless. Maybe we just make it easier for him.
yeah, sure. I mean, we already have experience being used as bait.
That's. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
We're getting good at that.
I'll discuss it with Ethan, and I'll see what he thinks.
Okay.
I think we should leave for Ishtari anyways.
I mean, there's money waiting for us there.
Yeah, there is money waiting for us. Yes, I think Madame Tolafie should know about this as well. At the very least, she's an ally.
Sure.
Yeah. And then I'll keep on heading back to the. I'll just keep on heading towards the receptionist. Hello.
Hello.
I need to speak to Madame Tolafie. It's urgent.
Certainly. I'll let you know.
And urgent, I mean, is like at the very latest tonight. Tonight would be perfect. Anytime
I'll
soon.
let you know.
Okay, thank you, and I'll head back to the group. Okay, Argus is looking a little stressed. Ethan, discuss it a little more. Maybe we don't run. I say we still go back to Hishtare, but we don't need to be secretive about it. Maybe we draw him to Hishtare and confront him there.
Confront him at Hishtare.
Yes, I'm just whispering to Ethan.
I see.
You think you're saying he's your father? My
Yes.
father has wrote about him. He seems to be connected to a lot. We can maybe learn something.
True. Problem is, I do not know if he's gonna come after us alone or with his team, because he had 4 other people with him.
That's a risk we take, right? I mean, we just did kill a demon, so I think we can take this risk.
I don't know, especially the night lady, she was incredibly terrifying.
Well, maybe it's your call, Ethan. He's probably if there's anybody that's probably it's between you and me who are probably the easiest to draw attention to between having Chris's and your abilities. Other than Damien being a dumbass. It's your call. You're the one that saw the vision, but I think this is a good time for us to get more information.
I see. Alright, well, he did say, or at least they did say as a group, that they're after Umbright. And according to the guy at the Italian enchantment place, my abilities are similar to Umbright.
That's what he mentioned that they have similar qualities. They both kind of shadowy,
I see.
Yeah.
So, an Umbright, is it like a rare gem? How rare is it?
I have no idea. I have never heard of Umbright before in my life.
I see.
It's the first time I've ever seen it, even.
I was thinking of making fake Umbright and having him follow a trail to us.
Fake Umbright, like with your ability?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be difficult. I was thinking you just be more open with not open. Maybe like if we wanted to draw him somewhere, the easiest thing would be to do it to kind of draw attention to ourselves in some way, shape, or form. If we go back to Hishtare, we could go to a bar, start like a fake bar fight. I pull out the crisis, you pull out your scythe.
True. We could do that.
Or maybe not even that. I don't know. But I think you make a good point about the fake Umberite. Either way. I asked we'll see if we can talk to Madame Tolefie sometime today. I said it was urgent, so I don't know. We'll get back on that. But what time is it? What time is it, Ronan?
That'll be around noon.
Okay. Do you want to come with me to for Morgan for his ashes? I'm going to go to where we buried my parents.
Yeah, I'll come.
Okay. I guess we're in the room with everybody else except for Lawrence because he's in his room. Damien, Devon, do you guys want to come with me as well?
Hey, we were there the whole time.
We were whispering, but.
Oh shit! I thought me and Devon were just like waiting somewhere.
I mean, you were probably on the first floor. That's where I'm guessing. Do you want to come? I'll speak more openly now because what it would look like I was just like I was with Ethan, like really close to him, kind of whispering in his ear.
Yeah,
Anyways, it looked kind of suspicious. Yeah. Would you like to come with me to for Morgan's ashes? I know you don't have any connection, but
Sure.
I figured. All right, thank you. And I'll go up to Lawrence's room and knock on his door. Lawrence, it's about time. I'm gonna.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Lawrence exits, and okay, I'm ready.
Cool. Thank you. All right, and all right. We have to go to Ishkalian enchantments first, and then we'll head over to where I buried my parents.
Okay. Make your way to Ishkalian enchantments.
Yep.
No problem whatsoever. You walk the distance, stand at the front door.
I open the door like, hey.
It's open. It's now it's open.
Yeah. All right. I never got your name, by the way. I'm sorry, I never asked. I should have asked sooner. It's kind of.
Name is Adam.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Adam.
Adam. Okay. It's a pleasure to meet you, Adam. We're heading out now for Morgan.
Oh, certainly. Give me a couple seconds. And you see him clap twice, the walls kind of like fold, turning into normal walls. Kind of like takes the sign, puts it back in, and closes the doors, secures them, and then he's like, okay, let's go.
Awesome, thank you. And we'll head over to where Argus buried his parents.
So Argus buried his parents near the View, which is a very beautiful part of the city. Give me a second. Oh, shit. No. So for all of you who were not listening when I described Sanhartan, Sanhartan has a beautiful district called the View, which is basically where the wealthy people reside. Close to the View is nestled towards a hillside on the city's northeast. Near the View, there is a small graveyard. That's where Argus buried his father. So you all go there, 5 copper each. And so you arrive basically, like the View is like a gated community almost. And you gotta like get off the tram near the View, you walk. For a bit, you walk for some 5 minutes until you find yourself in an area that is not like, it doesn't have like a lot of houses or stuff like that. It's more like it's just a lot quiet. It looks like a garden almost, like on the outside. So you walk in, and you do begin to see as you walk in, several tombstones scattered here and there, until you get to like a particular part of it, deep into the garden, where like Argus takes you to the place where he buried both his mother and his father. You see two tombstones very close to each other. Time has gone by. They're a bit kind of like haphazard. the place, like you see a lot of other tombs and other places where they have like flowers and stuff in them. These ones are a little bit more rugged, let's just say. They haven't seen attention for a long time. But you're standing in front of your parents' graves.
Would Argus be attuned to the ring by now?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. Argus is going to use stone shape on the tombstone, and he's going to make like a little holder for the urn for Morgan.
Like the tombstone is not thick enough to kind of like feed the urn, but you kind of like create, watching that the tombstone, it's not like like affected in its writing or anything. Kind of like beneath it, almost covering part of like the ground. There's like you create like a small indentation in between the tombstone and the ground where you can place the urn.
All right, and he'll place it there, and I'm so sorry for everything, and but I'm sorry, Morgan, that I got you caught up in this. And I know you didn't have anybody, but you had us, and you're basically family. I should have brought flowers or something. I kind of. Is there like a tree nearby or something, or any wood?
I get a perception check.
Okay. 19.
So you turn around, kind of like looking for a tree. You do see a tree.
Okay.
Nearby, and also nearby, you do see that there's like a cart, like you've seen those before.
Oh,
like
okay.
kind of similar to the one that took you when you did the whole site job when you blew up the cerulean thing.
Yeah.
You see one of them parked over there. So you do see like a burly orc kind of like standing next to the car, and some distance away from it, you notice the familiar kind of like robed figure of Madame Tolafia in her human form as she's tending at a grave.
I'm gonna go over to the tree, and I'll wait until I can use the ring again, and I'm gonna use shape wood or wood shape. Let's see, it's at level 2. Okay, yeah, I should have enough. I want to take just a portion of the tree, and I want to make two wooden like flowers. Argus isn't really a craftsman, but he's gonna try his best to make a flower out of the wood.
All right, roll a craft check.
All right. Let's see.
Do you have craft sculptures?
Nope. Yes, craft untrained.
Go for it.
All right. Argus got a 4.
Okay, so you create some very basic, almost childlike wooden flowers. They don't look very elaborate. It's almost as if a child drew them. But you somehow feel a bit happy because you would know that your parents definitely appreciated when you did kind of like, arts and crafts when you were a kid, manual labor, stuff like that. And they always liked that, particularly your father, being a craftsman himself. He was always very proud no matter what you made because it was something from you to him. So you kind of like feel at ease knowing that your father would like that. And most definitely your mother would as well.
All right. I'll take one of the flowers. I'm going to head back to my parents' grave. I know I was never as good as you, Father. And, I know you didn't want me to come back here for my own safety, but there was unfinished business for your own honor as well. But and I placed a flower down. Thank you so much for everything. And then Argus will stand up and probably wipe a little tear off from his eye, close, and I'll start making my way over to Madame Tolafie with the other flower.
Okay. So you begin to make your way towards what Madame Tolafie. She's some 30 meters away from where you are. And then when you approach her, she is basically about getting done. You see a grave that also has two tombstones. Grave that has two tombstones. This one has like basically like a tiny. It's kind of like encased in what is like a tiny little kind of like plant fence of some sort. Has flowers all around it. planted, not just placed. The tombstones themselves, they're very well tended. They're clean. They're very well like taken care of. And as you approach, she kind of like instantly kind of like knocks her head back as she's getting up. She turns around. Well, what a coincidence.
Quite the coincidence. I brought a flower. Is that okay?
And she kind of looks like, yeah.
And I'll place it down in a nice spot in front of the tombstone somewhere.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Or I guess between the tombstones somewhere. 24.
So when you're basically going to place the flower, you do read both of the tombstones. One says, Beloved Anna, and the other one says, Dear Gabriel. One says, basically says, the best wife one can wish for, and the other one says, the light of our lives. The one over Anna says, the best wife you could wish for, and the one over Gabriel says, the light of our lives.
All right. Seems we have quite a bit in common.
Sadly, yes.
I needed to talk to you.
I was told that, but I had, sorry I couldn't go sooner. I had appointment.
It's okay. It's okay.
But this is as good a place as any, and she kind of like nods to the burly orc, and she kind of like nods back. So-
We have reason to believe that the Baron we mentioned, that you didn't have any idea about, Ethan, he gets visions, and he had a vision last night. It was a little, it appears the Baron is after us, and he has colleagues as well.
Well, that's not nice.
No, we have a little bit more business to take care of tomorrow, but we're going to leave tomorrow. From what Ethan describes, it seems the Baron is. We're not sure what the Baron is after, or what he wants, or anything. But
Well, what do you say the relationship of this Baron was with all of these?
we believe the Baron was probably behind Corvus,
Behind Corvus?
Gazuzu. We believe that he would have been. If there was a top dog above Gazuzu, it would have been the Baron.
If Gazuzu was the dog, you presume this Baron was the one holding the leash.
Yes, that's what we presume. We thought about just going away to Hishare sneakily, but we've reconsidered and we think we're going to draw him out and confront him.
Have you considered following any other leads?
Well, I meant to ask you about the Ishmael person, if there are any leads for that. That would be my next best guess.
The one that we knew was Ishmael was Imbrail. Nicholas was his name.
Imbrael, right.
He was the one who supplied Corvus with some of the necessary accoutrements required to build the twisted transmuters. I
Yes.
do not know much about the details of the operation itself. Corvus tended to keep that very hush-hush. But him being someone that provided the lodge at large with some of our most exotic illegal goods.
I would be careful with this Nicholas person.
I,
Nathan mentioned that the Baron took on different names.
so you think this Imbrael Nicholas is also Baron Ontario?
From what my father left me in a letter, and from what Ethan is saying, it's likely.
Then those threads connect.
A little too well.
Yes, exactly. What about Corvus's operations?
Corvus's operations.
You were able to find something down there, do you?
The fruits, or the garden, basically. I didn't see it myself. That would have been Ethan and Lawrence who were the ones who saw it. But
That seems like a loose end to me.
it does. Our next best bet would be Raven's Perch. to investigate there. In
I
connection-
have no eyes in Raven's Perch. The lodge has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
The city of San Hartan is basically a supply center for Raven's Perch. The trade with the Astanan Guild's military is very, very profitable, but we stay out of Guild's business.
Right.
So it's very odd that Kovas had direct doing in transporting goods to that place, since it's specifically forbidden. And specifically fruits, we don't deal in produce.
Perhaps it's something for your order to help investigate as well. I think we would.
We have no presence in Ravensperch.
Right.
Neither the Order nor the Lodge. Ravensperch is a town turned military base. I do not know what might be going on there, but in my eyes, the thread leads there.
I agree. I guess we have one loose connection, and that would be Devon, but it's. Well, he
You have one of you that has a connection there?
Yes, Devon would be the. Well, he mentioned it briefly about his father and coming from Raven's Perch, but that's about it.
So let me get this straight. You have a connection with your father, who crafted the transmuters.
Yes.
Ethan has a connection to this Ontario man. And now one of you also has a connection to the next place where the thread leads.
Not only that, the material that was used to make the twisted vengeance transmuters seems to be related to Ethan's abilities as well.
I am not a big believer of fate, but sometimes those threads lead in a direction for a reason.
I think you're right. Anyways, I just wanted to let you know you are.
You are safe in San Hartan. Do not worry about that.
Okay.
I'm likely sure if those people keep themselves in the shadows, they have no desire of being drawn out into the light.
That's true. But also as a warning to you, Madame Tolofie.
Thank
You've
you.
helped us a lot.
I appreciate your concern.
And I appreciate your help. That's. Whenever the next time we do see you, hopefully it's not under his duress concerns, but thank you very much. And I'll step away and head back to the group.
Okay. She kind of like nods at you and she heads back to the car.
All right. So, I think we have a lot to discuss. But
What next?
next, we're going.
Yeah, like
We're going to go back to Hishtare after we pick up Odachi and Devon's sword, his rapier. And then after that, Devon, Rad.
What the fuck are you doing? Grinding against your fucking computer?
Oh,
oh what? Oh shit! I'm just laying on my bed and it's my laptop.
Devon,
Yes.
Humping it.
we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
I think our next place to go is Raven's Perch.
No others.
Yes. Especially with the connection of the fruits and what we saw down, or what Lawrence and Nathan saw down in the site. The Lodge and the Order have no connection to Raven's Perch. You're our only connection, so we'll see what that can get us, but...
Yeah, I need to ask my father what we found. Like, a while back.
And you've been wanting to meet your father again for a while, so it kind of works out. Hopefully, in a good sense, and not we're going to get ambushed and killed sense, but
Well,
let's
it's
hope everything works out.
military, so I mean, it's the kills territory, so
Yeah, I'm sure. It's all very suspicious, but
yeah.
not against your father. I mean, it's. Anyways, I'm saying there's a lot here that's.
Yeah, that's
Madame Tolofie said something like fate, and it kind of seems that way.
well. So okay, well, we better head
Oh,
back.
what are you kids doing?
Head back to what's it called the inn.
The Sandman's Rest.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
We're heading back.
Before we go, Adam, while we're here, is it possible we can get our hands on that umbrite?
Garlic looks down. I'm afraid not. It's part of store inventory.
Maybe just a little bit of it, not a lot. I don't need the whole gem, but
We cannot break it. Trust me, we've tried. It's unbreakable.
what if? I kind of looked aside. What if it were to go missing suddenly?
Well, it's sensible material. You were told to, keep it under. Well, I was told to keep it under absolute discretion. I told you because I knew you were related to the Corvus incident, and I saw the thing your friend was able to do, and
Right.
immediately I was called out to it.
How much trouble would you be in if it went missing?
A lot.
Okay.
And he's kind of like not looking at you at this point when he says a lot. He's kind of like looking at an empty space in the distance. Like a lot.
Okay. You have nothing to worry about from us.
You see him see him like almost begin to panic a little bit.
We won't.
No,
I won't. We
No,
won't.
please do not steal it.
We
Do
won't.
not.
We won't steal it. I don't want to drag you in any further than that. It was just an idea in my head. That's all. But thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sorry, back to the Sandman's Rest.
It's kind of like in a sense, like, oh my god, how deep had I fucked it up this time? Why did I have fucked so much? He has that expression of I really fucked it up this time. I've talked way too much.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder, like, Adam, you didn't do anything bad. We're not going to drag you in any deeper than this. We appreciate all the help you've given.
Listen, you're like he is just. Yeah, I know. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So I'm
It's
back-
kind of like at this point, it's like, what the fuck?
Oh no! Oh god! We'll head back to the Sandman's Rest for now.
Adam. Okay, 5 copper each. We're gonna take a small 10-minute break. I gotta piss. So
Thank you.
Okay,
Be
let me write down the 5 copper.
be back in 10 minutes. Write down those 5 copper as you go back to the Sandman's Rest.
Yeah, it's fine.
So you head back to Salman's Rest. What do you do?
Uh,
Do you guys want to do? Do you want to?
I don't know.
We
I mean,
still
we didn't have lunch yet, did we?
not. We haven't had lunch yet, but
I
I don't
mean,
know.
we can ask the front desk to.
I think we have a bit.
Can we order some like bagels or something? I don't
We
know.
have a bit to discuss. I think. Ethan, have
Oh,
you?
you want to discuss something?
Yes.
We haven't told you about some important details yet.
Hmm.
I'll go up to the receptionist. Is it possible to get food here? Right? It's possible. We've done it
Yes.
before. Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, we'll be down on the first floor. Thank you. I don't know. Nothing's anything good. Whatever.
I'll let you know.
Thank you. All right. Everybody. So.
All right. Let me see how many people I can cast message on in one go. One creature per level, meaning 7 creatures at my level, and we have 5 people, so it should be fine. And 10 minutes per level at level 7, 70 minutes.
Ethan, just be very brief about the details that they need, like the names, the person that's following us, and then
All right.
we'll discuss in open, so we don't have to constant. We'll discuss what we're going to.
I see. All right, so I cast message on the party, everybody in the party. And the message that I'm saying is...
Watch on people you can see, right?
Yeah, it's only on people you can see.
Yep. I believe we're all in one room, right?
Yeah.
Alright, good. I can see all of you then. Unless some dude is like fucking hiding under a bed or under a couch or some shit. Just like...
Yeah, you're like, it's like you point your finger at them, and you're pointing at all of us while you're casting a spell.
we can find
Hey,
fingers now.
Yeah.
Why are you pointing fingers at us, bro?
Right. It seems we have a certain person on our tail by the name of Baron Alterio, my father. He, how do I put it, is related to plenty of the stuff that we've been going through so far. That includes the Vendrian transmuters, the twisted ones, and the Umbright gems that are within them. He is also related to the death of Argus's father, and plenty of other things like Gazuzu's appearance and so on. Him and 4 of his colleagues, at least, seem to be working towards the collection of Umbright for a certain cause that I'm not aware of, but it seems to be for these matriarchs. But the main thing that I'm here to discuss with you guys is our decision on how we're going to deal with Baron being after us. We have a few options. Me and Argus discussed this earlier, and we've decided that we might be able to lure him out somewhere. But on second thought, we've thought about going to Raven's Perch and investigating a little more on the leads that we have. So, what are your thoughts?
Wait, can we talk through message back?
Yeah,
Yep, you're able to relay.
Yeah.
What if Baron finds if we do go to Raven's Perch and like while we're doing stuff, that'd be pretty bad timing.
True.
Let's discuss it later, says Lawrence.
Oh,
No
we
more
were using
private
message.
Mhm.
Yep. That's why Lawrence like, let's discuss it later in a more private space.
The only person that can hear it is Ethan, but he can only he's the only one that can hear your responses if you have a response.
I can't hear future then.
Yep, you can only hear stuff that I relay to you from the others, I guess.
Right.
Argus is gonna talk openly, not using message. Okay, so you all know, right? I think our best bet is to draw him out and confront some. We don't know how we're going to do this. He seems to be tailing us at the very least. But right now, a lot of threads point towards Raven's Perch. So, Devon is he has his father there, and he was from there as well. I think that's our next goal after everything. After here in Ishtare, that's all right with you guys.
Fine.
So-
Where do we need to go to? my hometown.
Ishtari after we get the blades from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once we get paid in Ishtari, we'll try and get to Raven's Perch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we should tell Ethan. I don't know. It's up to you, but maybe we should let fuck, what's her name?
Lady Claudia?
Lady Claudia. Thank you. I'm getting Tolofia and Claudia mixed up in my head. Maybe we should tell Claudia about our experience. That this probably goes deeper than just some basic revenge.
Hmm.
But yeah, so that's what we're thinking. You guys have any, do you guys have any better ideas?
No, but I do have concerns, since I am not too sure about Lady Claudia's stance in this entire situation.
Well, that's a good point.
I don't trust Lady Claudia. I trust Tolofia more than I trust Lady Claudia.
I think. Alright, well, this is what I'm thinking. Clearly, this goes above even the lodge. This goes above the order, her order. This is something they didn't know about. They didn't know who had, as a lack of better words, the leash on Corvus or Gazuzu. And now we know who did. Well, we kind of know who may have their leash and whatever. But this is, if this does have connections to Raven's Perch, that raises a lot of suspicion. A lot of suspicion, especially since Raven's Perch is more of a military base. I'm just saying that I think this would be very important to Lady Claudia. It would be valuable information for her. She could help us in some regard. And we don't have any reason not to consider her an ally. She's only helped us and we've helped her as well. But it's up to you guys if you want to, if we should tell her or not. I agree with not trusting her completely. She's a politician after all, but she's our only connection, and she's next in line, or she's most favorable to take over the Aston Guild, or to succeed the next leader, we'll say.
See, in that case, then, let's just hope that nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, I suppose. Look, I agree that it might be a little dangerous to tell her, but I think this is something. Do we all agree we should let her know about this information, or should we not?
I agree that we should tell her, I guess.
All right.
At least a few details about it.
Well,
Okay,
yeah,
that makes-
so I guess we should tell her, like, yeah.
Don't tell her like everything, but just only some parts.
And
Important.
maybe she can arrange a meeting with the other two. I mean,
Maybe.
I wonder how much she actually knows about everything that's going on here.
Who knows? It's hard to tell. She's very influential, powerful. She probably knows more than we do. She probably knows. Well, I mean, it's hard to know, but we're all for telling. Keep it a little on the less detailed side, but give her the information that we should. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I think that's a smart. I'm thinking we let her know about the Baron that's telling us that this. Should we let her know about Raven's Perch, or the connection at least to Raven's Perch and the lab that we saw at this really big site?
She does have some. She is from the guild, and
Maybe.
Raven's Perch is mainly the guild.
Right. I'm thinking maybe we leave the Cerulean dig site out of this. She probably,
Unless it gives us leverage. Because what if she's against that?
it doesn't give us leverage. Committed a terrorist act. That was very illegal.
Yes. True. The terrorist act. I forgot about that.
Look, man, I don't. Look, man. You guys are gonna freaking put the $20 on me, okay? So no, we're not selling here about that one.
Yes, we won't tell her about. I say we just tell her that we have connections we have. Oh, what do we say? We tell her that there are leads, or we have a lead to Raven's Perch, something that seems to connect all of us. Something that where we can
Wait.
get answers and we're getting followed at the same time.
Hold on. Let's see. We can pretend to be ignorant, right? So, wait, no, fuck, I left the letter. Well, not the letter. The pencil noted paper about the fruits with Madame Tolofia.
We didn't take that.
Shit.
You did take it.
Yeah, we did.
Wait, I did take it?
They-
Oh,
they-
okay.
Divan is the one that has it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Devan has it. Devan? Alright.
Mhm.
That and the note that's supposed to be delivered to your father or addressed to him. Those two can be like our little pieces of evidence that we have leads that lead to Raven's Birch. We can pretend that we don't know what these fruits are and play it off from there.
Yeah, so, okay. Well, this could implicate your father, Devon, but what I'm thinking is we tell her that dealt with the problem. It turns out he was a demon named Gazuzu, and that there were connections with him and... was it directly to your father, or was it just fruits to Ravensburg? I don't
No,
think
it is
it's...
fruits of Province Birds to.
Okay. I mean, it might... It
Asela.
could be...
To
Who
Asela
knows?
in the city.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You mentioned that. Forgot. Or no, I guess you didn't mention that. I don't... It's been
No,
long.
yeah, we tell it.
But that makes... Okay.
Alright.
Hmm?
You know, that he was dealing highly suspicious.
Yeah, Dino, your voice is cutting off earlier there, but all I heard was highly suspicious.
Oh, okay. Am I still cutting off, or am I good now?
No, you're good now. You're good now.
Okay. Yeah. So, what I'm thinking is that we tell her that Corvus was a demon named Gazuzu, and that he was dealing with fruits to Raven's Perch. It's very suspicious because the lodge doesn't deal in fruits normally.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to mention the site. We don't have to mention anything like that. It avoids. We just tell her that it's suspicious. That's why it's suspicious. It'll be suspicious for us for other reasons, but yeah.
I
Don't
see.
implicate anybody, Lawrence. You don't have to say anything. It's probably best you don't.
Yeah, it's best if I don't.
And I'm sure she probably has some idea of what we did do, and she probably would prefer not to have us talk about it in her presence. So
Yeah,
either way,
we
considering
can
her
only-
position.
We can only tell about what we found about Province Bird since it's literally on the guilds now. Guild territory.
Yeah, we tell her that there is. It seems to be that there was some connection with this demon to the guild to some degree. Maybe not. Well, it's suspicious that there were fruits coming from the lodge going to Raven's Perch because the lodge doesn't normally deal with fruits. He was a demon. Very suspicious. We tell her that, and we tell her that we're heading to Raven's Perch. Do we want to tell her about the Baron?
The Baron.
Maybe.
Um,
because, I mean, right now we have the protection of the lodge. Once we.
It would be nice to have protection.
Yeah.
Maybe we ask her if she knows anything about him.
Yeah.
True.
we can-
True.
She might not. It seems that most people don't, but she's influential. She has a lot of power. Maybe she can dredge up some information for us.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Ronan, all those like people in the dream were wearing like cloaks and like masks and stuff like that, so they couldn't show their face, right?
Ronan.
Ronan?
What?
All the people from Ethan's dream were like wearing masks and like, you know, cloaks and stuff, right? So he couldn't see their faces.
No.
Alright. Mind? So I was trying to see if I could make a connection there.
Either way, that's our. So we head back to History tomorrow after we get what you purchased, what both of you purchased, and then we I guess Raven's Perch after that.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. And Nathan, if you, I know we just told you to be like super secretive about your powers, but it seems to draw attention, and it could probably draw the attention of the Baron. So, I mean, if we ever want to draw him out, I guess you could be more open with your powers. It might draw the wrong type of attention as well, other than the Baron. It might draw other attention. I don't know. I leave it to your discretion. I'm exhausted, and it's only the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Well, I gotta be careful of the White Flame and the Enlightened ones so far.
That's true. Oh, that's right. That's right.
I already got a death threat from Madame Talafia.
Yeah. She gave you a death threat?
Kinda. She like whispered in my ear telling me that if any of her colleagues were to see me using my darkness, they would end me right then and there. Kinda a death threat.
Well, it's more like a warning that
Yeah, a warning, but like I don't know, man. Her tone scared me, man. It sounded like a death threat.
You seemed really worried or stressed out after the whole fight and everything in the chamber. But that's understandable considering your heritage and all that.
Yeah, dude, their light was terrifying.
Their light was terrifying?
Yeah, did you not see that weird hammer shit?
I mean, yeah, I saw it. They were consecrating the ground. I didn't think it was terrifying. It kind of felt comforting almost.
Yeah, well, I felt fear.
Well, you're like the elf, so you won't
well,
be terrified of anything good.
yeah, so...
Hey, don't get me wrong. Cool holy shit is very cool holy shit, but like, you know, that holy light was very terrifying. I felt like a very instinctive flight instinct, you know. No fighting, just flight.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess you should err on the side of caution, regardless. Then, but it's up to you. I don't care. Whoever comes, you're my ally. Whoever it is, I'll fight against them for you. Unless you're doing some evil shit, like murdering children or something, then I probably would have to kill you. But
don't worry. I don't go near children. They're like way too annoying. They're terrible, dude. Back in the village, God.
Oh yeah,
torment. I tell you.
They can be alright.
No.
Just constant torment.
Children are very akin to demons, I tell you.
Akin to demons, jeez.
Yes, except they don't get consequences. It's just they have unrivaled dominance over this world. It's just insane. You can dude, a child could do something like very illegal and just get away with it. Like, God, back in Albert especially, like, dude, what they did to Damien back there, holy shit.
Why are you like back in my day? Fucking hell, you're like a boomer.
Hey, I'm saying
back in my day.
What'd they do to you, Damien? Did they bully you?
They bullied Damien. They didn't like him. I mean, they didn't like me, but like I just stayed far in the forest, just doing my own thing. But Damien like stayed around the kids and ended up like breaking some kid's ribs or some shit. Keep in mind, he was a kid too. No, he didn't break a kid's ribs at the age of 20. Don't worry.
I mean, it was pretty badass, Damien. Fight for yourself and all that.
Yes.
Well,
it was pretty cool.
You're a little weird, Damien, but I don't hate you at least. You're a good ally to have.
What's the matriarch stuff you were talking about?
The matriarchs. From what I can tell.
Matriarchs?
Yes. I mentioned them in the message spell earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yes. How do I put it? The guy who's after us, he seems to be worshipping them, and so do his colleagues. And from what I can tell, they might be some form of deities. Some kind of like... How do I put it? I wouldn't call them forsaken gods. I'm unsure about whether they're forsaken gods or not.
I think from my dreams, if they are true, I think my power comes from the matriarchs.
Wait. Your abilities come from the matriarchs?
Or something like that, or the bloodline or something.
Huh. Wait, hold on.
Those who don't worship the matriarch are punishable by death. In my dream, I saw a man being executed. But like they don't, yeah, something like that.
Dream happened. Did it happen last night? Did you see this last night?
Yes.
I see. So it
Wait.
was connected.
I don't know. Wait, I don't know if you should tell the rest about this. It's on you, but
I mean,
I trust. them
Argus
not
is
to tell
definitely hearing this.
Wait, Argus hears it. Fuck.
Yes,
We are
I'm
here.
listening. I'm listening to you
We're all
talking.
here.
Oh shit. Never mind.
Sounds
I thought
like-
it was only one way between me and Judas or something.
Oh, were you can decide if you're well, the message only lasted 17 minutes, but you can it probably was lasting a little bit longer.
It
It had a
lasted
little bit.
70 minutes. That's 70
Oh,
minutes.
70 minutes. My bad. Yeah, I mean
70? Oh
yeah,
shit, that's
just say
long.
that just say that you were using message to talk to Ethan about that.
I was only talking to.
It's just
Send
silence.
one message and reply. That has to happen in the interval of the spell. It's not that you can send back and forth for like an indiscriminate amount of time.
Oh, okay. There you go.
It's not a
Yeah.
Discord chat.
Oh, okay, so you were saying that out loud. Then.
Well, I mean,
shit.
no, wait, my bad. The way the spell is worded, you can whisper messages and received whispered messages.
Oh,
wait,
okay.
then I-
Oh, okay. So then you can do it. It's like a matriarch execution. It sounds all creepy and shit.
Matriarch, execution, dream, our
But
bloodline. Yeah.
well, I mean, doesn't have to be simple, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
something
you can
like that.
still you can still use message. I get if you. So what you're saying is you didn't want any of us. You just wanted to send that through the message, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool beans.
Let's see.
Then
I mean,
Arya-
it's on Ethan if he wants to share. I don't really care. I trust other players.
Other players.
he is your best friend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I trust Ethan. I like Devon. I met those guys. I kind of trust them.
All right.
Well, Damien, I am glad that you put trust in your crown, or at least in your.
Oh god.
Hey.
You like to roleplay, don't you?
I'm telling you, this crown will have worth eventually. I mean, it already can do some pretty sick shit. You wanna see something cool?
No.
Here. I make my crown vanish into my shadow. And then,
You know that
After
meme
he's-
where the dude slow claps and whatever? Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. The slow clapping.
and
Ethan,
then I,
be careful with your magic. Remember,
yes. Alright, I just keep it in my shadow then. I'm not gonna bring it out.
we're not in public right now, but I don't know if who knows who could be watching at this point.
True, he did say that he has eyes everywhere.
Yeah. I'm.
So what I'm worried is if they're after you, they're also after me and everything. Because like I feels like everything is too like connected. It's not a coincidence.
Yeah, everything is
It doesn't feel like a coincidence.
it's like fate. I mean, you did meet me in the desert. It's all very strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Why would an old man be just randomly in the desert inside a scorpion? You know?
Well, that's for my own reasons. I have my memories before I was turned into a scorpion. I don't remember much about being a scorpion, or being in the scorpion at least. But I went there for to
By the way,
find an
wait,
I
artifact.
gotta
Wait,
tell
can
you,
I-
you
can
were
I
like
talk
a
to
very
Argus?
badass scorpion.
Can I actually talk to Argus with the message or no?
No, you only can talk to Ethan. You can't talk to.
Never mind then.
Yeah.
Argus, do you recall giving birth to a bunch of scorpions when you were like the big brood mother?
I don't. I don't remember. Like I said, I don't remember much. Maybe like
Chris is in your head, go like, what the fuck is this guy asking?
I have no idea, Chris.
He's a fucking idiot.
It's a
He's-
strange
he's-
question, but
He's dumb, like really, really dumb.
Yeah. He says that about both of us. Fucking hell.
I don't. Like I said, I don't remember very much at all.
We don't
I
remember
mean, honestly,
anything.
it's probably for the better. It would be very terrifying if I could remember that.
It would be, yeah. I don't. That'd be really weird to remember giving birth to eggs, and then, yeah, that's weird.
Very weird indeed.
I'm gonna pull out the deck, and I'm gonna use detect magic, and I'm going to. I want to see focusing on the deck. I want to see how strong its aura is.
Ooh.
You basically focus on the deck, and it is magical. It is very, very strong, the aura,
Oh.
and it's basically giving away all schools of magic, almost like a rainbow.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh
fuck.
shit. Hey,
Is that your playing card set?
Argus, what's that? Oh yeah, it's the playing card. You want to play
Yeah, it
cards?
came with the backpack. I don't. It's magical.
Oh, yeah.
It's magical?
It's magical. Huh. Hey,
Um,
Lawrence, you're good with magical shit. Can you like check this out for us?
Check what out?
This deck.
Uh,
I'm not gonna hand it to you. But
Okay.
You can look at it.
Let me try identify.
So you cast Identify.
Yup, identify.
The second you cast Identify, a rush of memories come to your head.
Oh,
There have been many, many tales of both luck and woe that have come from a very particular artifact known as the Deck of Many Things, which is the thing that now Argus holds in his hand.
Oh no!
we have a deck of many things.
Fuck.
Argus,
Yeah,
that's the deck of many things.
Argus like just freezes. He's like, "You're kidding! There's no way. This is."
Nah, I cast identify.
Argus is gonna like sense. Argus is like looking at you. He's like, "Hey,
Lawrence, what's the deck of many things? You said it out loud because you couldn't have said it to like.
Nah, that one I'm not doing it through message.
yeah."
You said that out loud. What's the deck of many things?
You don't want to know. You don't want to touch it.
I'm gonna put it back into the bag.
Yeah, put it back.
You're sure it's the deck of many things?
God DM, how sure am I?
Just about 1000% sure it's the Deck of Many Things.
Very sure. Very,
It
very
checks,
sure.
it checks all the boxes. Strong magical aura coming from every single school. And again, cards. There's several sets of magical cards. However, by casting the spell, it was revealed to you that yes, this is indeed the Deck of Many Things.
So is it dangerous, Lawrence, or what?
Could be.
It could be extremely dangerous or extremely beneficial. It's
Oh, so it's a wild card, literally. A bunch of wild cards.
somewhat, yeah.
A
I'm
bunch
going.
of magic spells put into cards, and
I
it's
just look at
random.
Lawrence. I'm like, I don't know if I ever want to draw a card from here, but it's tempting, you know.
Hey, wait, what if you? It's like gambling. You want to gamble?
No.
Not right
no.
now.
It's like
no,
gambling.
no.
I hate gambling.
Lawrence just gonna
Gambling.
look at Divan, point them and be like, no.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what would be a win though? Because this is gambling, right? What if we sell this to somebody and get a lot of money, right? Isn't it valuable?
Yes, but I'm not selling. This deck is.
It's gambling if you pull it, but if you sell it to somebody, it's just a win.
Sure.
Is it not?
Let's keep that we have this deck between ourselves. Don't tell anybody about it, please.
Yeah.
And probably just going to hold on to it now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's the deck of many things. That's fucking great. Oh my god.
God damn, Chico was scared to give this on his campaign. I'm surprised Ronan did this to us.
Oh god.
What he gave it to is Dino.
Okay.
The deck of many things.
Okay.
Stop an asshole. I mean,
Oh.
you really think? Do you really think? Anyway.
Oh my god.
All right, so-
Ronan really wants us to pull it up, don't you? And then
Oh, you
bullshit's gonna
finish.
happen.
You finish your meeting. What do you do for the rest of the day?
Argus is gonna have dinner and then
Let's have our dinner.
he's gonna go to
Oh,
sleep.
yeah. Is dinner coming?
Can I go to bed?
Yeah. Argus is done for the day.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
gonna eat something and then go to bed.
Eventually, you all eat something. The food is brought to you as you requested, and you all eventually find yourselves in
Lawrence.
bed.
Lawrence, before going to bed, he's gonna read a bit of one of the books, and he's also gonna charge the
Charge the
one.
one.
Roll for the charges. And which book are you reading?
I'll tell you in a second. Which notes is that one? This one. Scrolling down. I'm gonna go ahead and the one of Magitech scaffolding. The scaffolds of Magitech.
All right, make an intelligence check.
Religion. That would be the other street. 18. Ooh.
So you begin to read the book and you begin to gain insight on the process of essentially the very foundation of building Magitech armor. And specifically the kind of like details that go around in its exoskeleton or skeleton, which is called the scaffolding. The scaffolding is something that every single Magitech piece has, either be a prosthetic or just a Magitech, like, you know, like armor that you use over things. There's certain types of scaffolding. There is a hard scaffolding, which is then referred to as exoskeleton. There is a soft scaffolding that is used when the Magitech piece or the Magitech armor is not actually encasing the entire body or replacing any body part, but is rather laid on top of the body part. You do also learn the fact that most prosthetics, when they are basically employed as a replacement limb, they have a reinforced scaffolding that basically increases the durability, and that the scaffolding itself is actually the most expensive and kind of like hard part to make in a Magitech armor, because it's the one that basically requires the most care when it comes to its crafting. Very few people can actually craft a Magitech scaffolding properly. It requires a lot of precision and not just knowledge in magic, but knowledge in engineering and anatomy. It's very, very hard, and it's one of the main reasons why the automation of Magitech production hasn't yet kind of like gotten in vogue, because it's very, very hard to create scaffoldings. It's basically what you begin to learn as you read the book. And so, as the night takes you all, Argus,
Yes.
make a will save.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Wait, Argus makes the will saves now? Damn.
Alright.
Argus has his own darkness.
Argus is depressy, ressy. Argus got a 9.
Okay. So you all go to sleep pleasantly. Argus, you also go to sleep. It's very pleasant, very quiet. However, in the middle of the night, you wake up.
Oh.
Kind of like open your eyes. Make a perception check.
Alright. Let's see. 20.
Kind of like lean your eyes across the room, and you notice at the foot of your bed, there's a long, tall, slanky figure, slender, very well poised, sitting in the bed, looking at you. When you meet eyes, the person smiles. Well, hello.
Hello.
You're finally awake. Good. Good. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Well, rather, meeting all of you.
I call out Chris's.
It doesn't respond.
Oh no.
Get up. And your body forcibly gets off the bed.
I recognize this. I recognize this.
Good. Walk with me, please. And he gets off the bed and goes towards kind of like the small space in your in-room that looks like a living room. Has like a, like a couple chairs where you can sit down. And he kind of like leans towards the chair. Would you sit, please?
Argus, he does it, but he does it slowly and cautiously.
Oh, do not worry. Do not worry. It's too early for introductions and questions. I was more wanting of a more organic conversation. I see you got my gift, and he kind of like lifts his hand, and out of your satchel of holding comes the tiny deck of cards that you previously touched. Sets it on the table in front of you. Let's play a game. I've heard you are a very lucky person. I mean, you've done some amazing things. Some amazing things. I'll propose to you one thing. If you're willing, I can answer any question you have. But first, you have to pull a deck out of that. You have to pull a card out of that deck.
No free questions before I pull a card?
No. And he's kind of like looking at you, smiling. His smile is twisted. You cannot make out the features of his face. It's almost like a blur. Smile twisted. There's like a hood hiding his face.
Okay.
It is your choice. I'm not forcing you to do it. You can say no.
I'm gonna try and cast Detect Magic.
And he sees you trying to move your hand and says, "Still, boy." And your hand immediately goes back to your side. I am the one calling the shots here. Not you.
Any question I have?
What say you? I will answer any questions you have if you pull a deck. If you pull a card out of the deck.
Do I get
How
to ask
long?
the question first? Or do I have to pull a card first?
You have to pull a card first. What do you take me for, an idiot?
I had to check.
You and your friends are crafty ones, I have to say. But, well, let's just say that your luck is about to run out.
I disagree.
And his smile widens even more. It's creepy at this point.
I smile back and I draw a card.
You're drawing?
Yeah.
All right, roll 1d22.
Oh god, no. Oh god, no. Come on, please don't be anything like world destroying.
I got a 14.
Let's check what you got. Okay.
Wait, does the Pathfinder version of the Deck of Many Things have a wish spell?
One of your friends turns against you.
Shut up.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, we're not supposed to know.
Oh my god.
14. So. You draw a card. And you kind of like show it. It is the rogue card.
Oh no.
And he kind of like looks at you and smiles. And he says, when this card is drawn, one of your friends will be forever hostile. And he kind of like laughs at you. However, you will never know the origin of this hatred and know the person who will hate you.
Oh no.
I like smile. But you drew a card. A deal is a deal. Ask away. Choose carefully. You only get. And he kind of like points his finger up. 1. As the card from your hand disappears and.
Thinking back, would Argus have any prior knowledge of who the matriarch might be? Or is that a very mysterious figure?
Matriarch themselves?
Yeah.
Make an Arcana knowledge planes.
I'll do Arcana. 14.
You do not recall the existence of matriarchs. Like the name matriarchs, again, like the meaning, the name has a meaning here. It means matriarchs, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
other than the implied meaning of the name, you know nothing.
Okay. Who is the matriarch?
Smart one. You already presume to know me. Good. The matriarchs, my sweet little boy, are going to be the harbingers of fate. The ones who will bring this world back to the way it was supposed to be all along. The matriarchs are the great rulers before rulers even existed. The matriarchs led us to greatness only to be snatched away in the most opportune and critical of times. The matriarchs led the world, and we all owe our lives and existences to their never-ending grace.
I want to do a sense motive check. I want to check if not that they're lying, but if they're like, I want to see if I can sense like if it's like devotion or if they're being like
Manipulating.
like braggadocio or like they're bragging or something.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Let's see. Plus, oh fuck, my
That's
sense motive
20.
is bad. 18.
There is nothing that you look at him and he's saying that indicates that he's trying to mislead you in any way. He sounds very sincere in the words that he's spewing. You do sense that there is, at least from the impression he gives you, a very, very real sense of devotion.
Okay then.
So, how about another round? You get to ask me anything. And he looks at the deck, and who knows? Maybe you'll get something else out of it. Tick, tock, tick, tock.
Fuck. Argus will draw one more.
All right. Roll 1d22.
15.
Please be the wish.
You draw a card. It immediately kind of like levitates, flips on in front of you. You've drawn the Ruin card, the King of Spades, the Tower. Kind of like looks at you and says, the Ruin card. When this card is drawn, all of your non-magical possessions, and he snaps his fingers. The clothing you have that is not magical, the effects, artifacts, gold, everything you have that is not magical, instantly gone. You lose everything that is non-magical.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'll go through all that in a bit.
Wait, bro, this is a dream, right? This is not. Wait, what?
And he kind of like looks at you. Go ahead. Ask away.
God, I thought this was just a dream or something. This can't be real, right? Oh.
Oh fuck. Arya's shaking his head. Okay. Who were all the people that Ethan saw in his vision the other night, or last night?
So he sees visions. Most intriguing. You say this man's name is Ethan. He kind of like chuckles. Who would have thought? What visions are you referring to? I need some context in order to be able to answer truthfully. After all, it is part of our deal. Yep, you
Had
done fucked it up.
He had visions last night. He described it being in the chapel that we were in.
Oh, that. And you think it was related to us? Or me, rather?
You don't happen to be the Baron, do you?
One question, dearie.
All right.
One question.
I'll stick with my original one. Who were all the people he saw in the chapel?
Well, let's call them my co-workers. We, hand of the matriarch, and we will usher in the second coming.
You should dodge the question just like that.
Argus is going to try one more time to raise his hand and cast a spell. He's going to try and cast Scorching Ray.
He kind of like sees you and kind of like chuckles. You cast Scorching Ray?
Yeah.
Roll for an attack.
All right. Let's see. That would be... There it is.
I'm guessing he's an illusion. He's not actually there.
22 to hit.
22 to hit. Roll damage.
All right.
Oh no.
Let's see. That would be... it's 2 beams. I'll do both beams against him, so I have to roll twice. But the first beam will do 13 damage, and then I'll roll to attack with the second beam. The second one is a nat 1. It's a 5, and it misses.
Okay.
Or whatever.
You basically shoot the beam. It opens a hole in his body. He looks down and kind of like chuckles. Well. Thank you for doing my job for me. I'm very appreciative of when people are so inclined to get their hands dirty. In my stead. He kind of like stands up. However, our time is at a sad end. You see the deck lifting up, ending up in his hand as he puts it inside his robe. And he looks at you very closely. You still cannot make out the features in his face, but you do see the smile and darkened eyes kind of like lean towards you. This is your first and only warning. Run as far as your legs can carry you. Stay out of our business, for the next meeting would not be so friendly. And you see as basically a specter leaving behind, now you can see him, a very human body that is the exact figure of the merchant that earlier that morning sold you the satchel of holding. As the merchant with a hole in his chest falls dead on your room. And there is where we're going to leave today's session.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. I'm not even playing this. I'm not even playing this campaign. I still want to call you a bitch, Ronan.
Oh, fuck me. Alright, let me go through all my items and my money.
Yeah. No more items. God damn. What'd you lose?
Nothing
Everything.
super important. Just my money.
Well,
And
well,
your
you lost-
clothes, I
wait,
guess.
would you lose this like statue of holding too as well, or what?
No, that's
Magical.
enchanted.
If it's magical,
Yeah,
then it
non-magical.
doesn't count.
Wait, so that means he just loses his clothes and shit and his money?
We have like a naked Argus in there.
He's gonna be
Clothes
naked.
magic? They're gone.